people. Like, really? So that's when Crystal went back and responded. If she would not have posted this, Crystal would never have gone out. Crystal posted, I can't believe you are swaying this shot. You didn't even sit. Okay, I have to show my face. You didn't even sit in that courtroom. You are a piece of shit. And you could even say here, Cajun Beauty Bayou, or Bayou Beauty. Oh, I've been saying it all this time. It's Cajun Bayou Beauty. She put, they should pressure washer that little brick sign. What does it say? Behind y'all. So she put that they should pressure wash it, and they like shit. They should do a lot. So talking bad about pretty much the whole time, both of them. So it's like, but, and then let me see, like it. They're saying, yeah, I know you wouldn't. You even told us if she don't talk, let her be sweet. That everybody thinks that she's all good because they drove all the way over here. That they're with me. They didn't even show up. They didn't even go with you on the second day. Like what happened on Thursday, I can tell them exactly what happened. I mean, you were already stressing. You wouldn't have. And you even told us not to talk about it, not to say nothing. You didn't even tell nothing to She Shed on Thursday night when she was all asking you about where was Sweet and where was Janelle. You didn't even tell her. We didn't even say anything. You were just there closer. They were leaving the next day, and that's it. And you even told She Shed, look, Anna got me this hotel. Look how beautiful I'm out here. Look how close I am. You even walked to the court, like how close it was. You went down there. This is where I got it, and this is when I paid. Oh shoot. Ah. This is where I paid, and this is my bank account. Well, this is a different account. We can't, like, I don't mix my bank account with this. You could see this is all my stuff. So this is everything we get, like all my bank, everything that I do. So you don't say that it's AI. Here it is. Let's go back up. Is every time, look. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's the top. I know that for a fact. The messages show it. So don't say that she used it for rugs and she was taking and stealing from people. She wanted to get all rugged up and everything. There's proof I paid for it. Not once did Crystal ask me for anything. You can't even see no more. Not once did she ask me for anything. I got it from hearing that Sweet wanted to leave from the Airbnb because she could not be in the same place with Crystal. She was leaving, so Crystal was with me on the phone, and she's like, I don't think I can stay here. She wants to leave, and instead of her leaving, that she paid for the Airbnb, her and Janelle. I do not want to leave. So instead of her leaving, I'm going to leave. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to get out of here. She was going to take off walking. She was getting her stuff to take off walking. I told her no, she wasn't. I was like, at least just ask her, okay, I'm leaving. She's like, you weren't there. You have no right to talk about what happened. Yes, I do, lullaby. So whatever you want to say, I do, because I got her the hotel. Me and Wicked were out with her. We were on the phone the whole freaking time. I was there when this happened. This is the reason why I got the hotel. This is the reason why I paid for it. This is not included with what we were sending her, Wicked and I. You want to see? This is my bank account. Well, this is part of my bank account. This is one of them. So you guys don't say this was AI. Look, this is all my different things that I pay right here. Whatever I do, my shopping, whatever I do online. And here it is where they deducted it from my bank. I paid for 2 nights. She ended up leaving. I stayed with her. I told her to say it was that she was going to stay with her family because Sweet was already mad. She called her, she was a selfish bitch. She was just dramatic. She was tired of her. She was just going through so much already, and she needed to stop, that they were not going to take her anywhere. So I was like, okay, fine. Just tell me a hotel. She's like, no, it's because she's like, there's different ones, but there's one right in front of the court where I don't need to. Okay, fine, give me the name. No, because that's very expensive. I don't care. I'm just telling you, give me that or I will check it out myself. Give me the name of the town. So I was like, I'm going to get it for you and I'll check it out. Either give it to me now or I will find it myself. She gave me the name. I called right away while Crystal was with me on the line. I made a three-way and I was like, just say you're going with your family. So like that, it doesn't cause no problem. So they don't know. That's why they are stuck. That she stayed with her sister and that she begged for this money and she got all rugged up. So this is my problem because I paid for it. I did this and I was on the phone. So don't tell me, Labai, I wasn't there. We were there. Wicked and I were there. We were all three on there. Here, Sweet as Honey's the first one that started. She kept on telling us not to say nothing. Okay, you paid for something. Do you want a cookie? They paid for the things here too. No, ma'am, I'm not asking for nothing. I'm only paying it because this morning they said that I did not pay for it, that I was a liar, and that she got the money and she stole it from somebody else so she could get rugged up. So don't come and tell me shit, Labai, because I'm showing proof. They say she started. No, here she is, Sweet as Honey. You want to read it or you can't read, Labai? Because I'm showing you here. So read it. Who started first? Is she not fucking calling her family corrupted and shit? If she would stop talking about her family, this wouldn't be going on. I don't care if they went. I don't care what they spent. I don't care about what I spent. We weren't even going to say who got her the hotel. We only said it because they're over there crying. They're not crying. I was all with Crystal. Wicked and I were with Crystal the whole time she was there. Sweet as Honey put this. Let's see, cricket system, cricket cops related. Not enough evidence. Blood on grandpa. It didn't go well. I don't know. The system has failed. His family failed him. The neglect. I don't know what to say. I'm glad to be home and that I didn't disappear for having an option or thoughts. My head. You want to hear Crystal? Crystal, do you want something to say? Because I'm on live and look, I have Crystal and I have Miss Wicked on the phone. So they know I am live. They know I am live. I only showing receipts because she did not. She never, let me put you on speaker, Miss Crystal and Miss Wicked. Hold on. Or you can come on live and if you don't feel comfortable, you're on speaker already again, Miss Crystal. So if you want to say something, because obviously law by, it's like you weren't there. Do I want a cookie? Absolutely not. They're calling her. I don't care. I don't care about arguing. They're not going to sit here, Cajun Beauty, nor Sweet, nor Janelle are going to sit here and say that you're an addict and that you were all drugged up and you stole money from Jen or anything because you did not, nor did you beg us, nor did you even ask. I chose to send it. Miss Wicked chose to send you. Whatever we did, we chose to. Not once did you ask. They're not going to talk shit about you. They're not going to do this shit. This is ridiculous, Miss Crystal. Enough is enough. They want to say that you were begging and that you were going to take money away from Cajun. Thank you, Cajun, for being up here.
Why people were asking for a press pass, period. How did everybody know about it before she even got there?
I don't know.
What? What's
Did you
happening?
want to come up? Well, this morning, Janelle, Sweet as Honey, and Cajun Bayou Beauty were saying that Crystal was stealing. I have you guys still on speaker.
They said you ghosted on that. Cajun Navy Jen ghosted on.
I didn't go. That's absolutely not true. And they know it's not true. So
It's on a ghost. She said that you ghosted her.
yeah, I talked to She Shed. She was on the live with me earlier. They know damn well I didn't. So they knew what happened. Crystal knew what happened. Everybody knew
Yes,
what
they
happened.
did. You want to hear the live? Because I sure have it. Somebody sent it to me, and I played it this morning. That's why Wicked and I went on there. She never stole money to go get rugged up. That I never paid
Who
for.
said
This
she
is what.
stole money?
Okay, so this morning, and I can replay the live with my other tablet.
Yeah, just tell me.
So they sent me a live where Sweet Janelle and Cajun Bayou Beauty were talking shit, saying that that I was never on the phone, that I never sent anything for the hotel, that it was a bunch of lies because she calls me the vegetable lady. And so they're saying that she stole the money, that she asked for this money. They sent her because she was begging to send her money and that she made up stories. and that the person sent her, it wasn't me, but somebody sent her money to go stay at the most expensive hotel, and she used that money to get all rugged up and all having alcohol and everything, and that they have video with time stamped, that Crystal stayed there with them at the Airbnb and she never stayed at the hotel. Look, I'm just gonna block you. I don't know who.
What hotel?
Because I rented a hotel, so they're trying to say that she drugged up and she stole money from that person. So I was like,
Crystal, you stayed at a hotel? I didn't know she stayed at a hotel.
So that same day on Thursday, I was with Crystal.
Only the last night, the next day for the verdict. We sent her to the hotel because they were.
Sweet was leaving. Crystal called us, and she just was like, "Oh, he pretty much told on himself. She was so happy, and it's like we heard it. Yes, I mean we were like happy for her. So Crystal was really happy. We were all for her. Well, when they were home, we were talking, and then Sweet said that she was leaving because she couldn't be in the same place as Crystal. So Crystal felt really bad, and she's like, "Well, I'll leave instead." She's like, "You guys pay for the Airbnb. I didn't pay for anything. It's not right for you to leave. I'll just leave." And so Crystal's like, "I'll just go pick up my shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like I have so many stuff, and the verdict, like I don't know if the verdict's gonna be tomorrow or when. So I'm just going to leave because it's not right for them to stay here." So I was like, "Well, ask them at least for a ride. If they don't want you there, at least ask her if she could give you a ride to your place." Because I was like, "How far's your place?" And she's like, "Well, it's kind of like almost an hour." So I was like, "Well, I can call for somebody," but she wanted to leave right there and then. And I was like, "Well, I don't know." It's like, "Let me call Uber or somebody who can go take you." And I was like, "Well, just ask him for a ride if you want to get," because I didn't want Crystal to leave walking. So she asked her, and then Sweet opens the door, and she just starts like, she was like yelling all crazy. She's like, "You're just a selfish bitch." She's like, "You just got so much drama. I'm sick and tired of you." She's saying that I said that she called Crystal WHORE. No, I never said that word. I've always said that she called her a selfish bitch. So
oh my God, Crystal, you didn't even tell me about this part. Jesus Christ.
And we have all of Sweet's videos where she went live talking all this shit that most people don't see because she's blocked.
Everybody knows your real name, right, Ms. Wicked? Because I have on your phone, it just keeps on coming your name and Crystal's name.
Yeah, Stephanie, I don't care if they
okay, so I didn't want to show, so like that. They know I'm on live as well.
Oh my God, Crystal, that is horrible. What is wrong with these women?
Crystal was really upset. She didn't know what she was going to do, and then she didn't know what was happening and everything else. She already knew that they were closing everything the next day. Of course, she doesn't want to miss her own mother's and nephew's court case. So I was like, "No, you're not going." It's like, "Okay, Doc, give me a name of the hotel." And she's like, I was like, "Wherever." And she's like, "Well," she's like, "If I stay there."
Being there for your court, and then you come back and get the verdict, and then the people that are supporting you are going, "Oh no, you were a liar. You lied to everybody on the internet. He's free. We need to support Jordan, and your family didn't love him." And I mean, like,
and Jesus. So they were saying that she was lying and not. So my thing was that they're saying that I was lying. I never got her the hotel. This money was used for her to get all rugged up and everything. So I'm showing this is my bank account. So like the one I use online to buy shit online.
Is on Mayath. They're saying her family's all on Mayath.
Here's proof that I paid for the hotel for her. She didn't ask me. I chose to get it myself. I'm trying to find it.
Well, that was very sweet.
It is. It's not to get praise because nobody was supposed to know this. If these things wouldn't have gone, and they're trying to say that she used this money, stole it from someone, used it for rugs. I literally have the copy of the live. I was listening to this morning. I went on live and I was like, I have proof. Like, show me the stamps where you say that she stayed there at the place with you guys, and that where's my photos? That she stayed with you guys on there, and show me, because she's saying that she has videos and she has timestamp videos of Crystal being there Thursday and Friday. So it's like, put them out there, because I will put mine that I did pay for it. I did do this shit. I was like, now prove to me, because she did not go get rugged up. We were on live that night, on Thursday night. T-Shed was on our live. Well, Wicked's or mine. I don't know which one. That's why I'm saying our live.
Oh my God, Crystal,
She even
I'm
showed us
so
the
sorry.
hotel where she was staying, and I knew it was the most expensive, but it was right
You
across the street.
paid for it. How did she get the cash? They're saying that she took the money and got shrugs. How? You did it on your credit card. You paid the hotel directly.
Yes, and I'm only showing this. I've already showed where it's on my credit card information up here. I've been showing it for a while already while we're talking. I've been showing where this is where I sent my information. I had to sign this
Yeah.
document because I called to do the reservation. I stayed with her on the freaking phone throughout the whole time. They didn't want to give her a ride. She's like, well, then I'm going to have to call my sister. She's like, but she's going to have to come. And then Janelle's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Crystal,
Janelle
I don't
and
know this is
Honey, you
happening.
nasty, trashy bitches. You come to her town and you put her through this, the week of her family who is slaughtered by this kid's trial, and then kick her out the night
They're
before the
saying, Marsha, it's
verdict.
not true. Yes, it is.
Vision, they want justice for Jordan. That's what they're pushing for now. Justice for Jordan.
I dare them. I dare them. I
They are.
promise
They are.
I
They
will.
are.
I will
They are.
make it my full-time job to sit on. Oh,
And she said that now that is not about Crystal. It's Sweets and Janelle's case now. It's about them.
Yeah,
and
it's
their
the,
story.
about them. That's their case already. It's not Crystal's no more.
Play it.
It's their case.
Look it. I got this fucking video.
You play
Of
it
her saying
wicked because I'm like literally holding my laptop when I'm showing
this is
receipts.
crazy.
So they can't fucking say that we didn't get it, that she used it for rugs, whatever, the money. And we did send her money, but nobody needs to know what amount we sent her. Whatever amount
Yeah,
we
it's
sent her,
none of
that's
their
nobody's
business.
business. But we sent in or back whatever I deposit just to send her and whatever we sent her, wicked and die, that's nobody's business. I'm only showing this so they can shut the fuck up and they don't have to say that she used it on something else and she took money and she didn't use it for the hotel.
They're calling her
Here it
dad a
is.
meth addict. They're calling her a meth addict. They're calling her uncle a crooked cop. The town's crooked. It's
Yeah.
bad. Everything's wrong. And they're going to prove that
I'm
Jordan
gonna-
deserves justice
I
and
can
that
play.
they never cared about that big
I can definitely play. Let
They
me
never
look
cared
good.
about Jordan.
Well, you guys talk. I'm going to be right
It's
back.
fair. It's
Oh
just
my
sad.
I'm going to go
It's
to
like
my
who
room and
does
see if
that
I
to
can
somebody?
have my emails on there.
I just don't understand. Let it go. We told her if she deletes her videos and shuts up, we'll quit. But this isn't even about the trip down there at this point. It's just about the fact that you keep talking trash on her family and her dad and all these people and even saying that she's lied about this case to everyone online. No, she hasn't.
No,
She's
she
never
said
lied.
that the whole time. Wicked, you were there when we were all talking about it. She said this about how they were going to try to pin it on her dad. We all knew all of this. Oh my
No, she
God.
said that he lied to her about all of this, and her dad is guilty. Her dad is a murderer. She's calling her dad a murderer.
Okay, I got my tablet. Sorry. I'll play the video that they sent me to watch, and then you guys can see. I'm gonna flip the camera in case of my. I'm gonna put it like this. Well, if my baby comes like that, nobody sees my baby.
I got a headache.
Okay, so I'm gonna play the live from this morning. Where let me get my email so I can play it.
And then play the one before that, where they're all talking about how this is her case, and she says Crystal, a fake account came in. And Janelle says, oh, it's probably Crystal. And Sweet goes, Crystal, you fucking bitch. And yes, I'm going to call you a bitch. Yeah,
Okay.
going on and on.
So
It was bad.
they went in this morning, and this is their live, and I'm gonna play.
Somebody
it
in the
also.
comments is saying that she didn't say that Crystal stole it, that Crystal said that that's what she
They
was going
said
to do.
that vegetable Anna, because I love my family. I don't care. You guys can judge me, talk about me, bully me, whatever the fuck you guys want. I love my family. Whatever I do it because I love my family.
There
I
you
don't
go.
care what anybody says, because shoot, in 2 weeks I have 31 years married, and
There you
guess
go,
what?
girl.
Happily
There you
married.
go.
I don't care
We're
whatever
not
the
the
fuck anybody
same.
says.
Say it, Anna. We're not the same.
No,
These
ma'am.
people. Mm-mm.
Not at all.
This separates us
My
from the
husband even
animals.
knew what I did. My husband wanted me to leave right away. I wanted to, but I did not want to cause any stress on Miss Crystal.
Yeah.
I didn't want her to know because Sweet came up on our lives and said that I wasn't invited, that they didn't want me there, and so that they didn't know what I was going to go for.
So this just came
Can you
out.
hear it good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Oh, let me see. I think that. Hold on. Let me see. When did I do the right one? I don't know, they send me
God.
so many things that it's crazy. Like people just
Thank you for making sure she was safe that night before the verdict, y'all.
Oh
I had
no,
no
you don't
idea.
have to think because we did it because all we cared was for her to be okay.
I know.
She's our
I know.
friend. We were there for her. I couldn't
I
be
know.
there, but if the court was going to continue for another week, I had already had everything planned. And then my husband reminded me that it was Memorial Day.
And Stephanie, I don't want to hear you guys say you weren't there. You were there. You were
Right.
fucking there more than anybody. Like,
I
don't say
just
that.
feel
Like,
so
you were there.
terrible that
You were there
you were
more than
stuck with them. God, Crystal, this is just so horrible. I can't imagine, babe. I'm so sorry. This is horrible. I would have beat that bitch's ass.
So this just came out.
I would defend her because we were with her on the phone the whole time. We weren't there personally, but we were with her on the phone. I literally heard them arguing, telling her, not Janelle. Sweet never even went out there to give her a hug and say goodbye. I stayed with her till her sister got there. We stayed on the phone till they got to the hotel. I stayed there. Then the first time they ran it got rejected because it came out, my card came as a fraud, and I had to approve it. So I pushed yes because she's like, Anna, it did not go through. I was like, oh no, I just got a message. I was like, tell her to wait. It's coming out that it's a fraud. My bank wants me to confirm that it's okay, that it's something that I'm actually getting. And so I was like, that I'm actually paying it. So I had to respond to my bank. I went ahead and replied yes, that it was me paying, that I was using my card. And so she used it right away and it went through. And Chris was like, I did not know. No, Miss Anna's like, and I told him, make sure you give my friend the best service ever, whatever she wants, charge it to my card. I don't care. She's like, no. And I was like, you use it. I don't give a damn. Whatever it is, you make sure you give her the best service ever. That was exactly my words. You guys can call. Ask them. That's exactly what I said. It didn't matter to me. It's like, I didn't care. All I wanted was for her to,
She's going to play the video. Whoever's in the chat, just give her a second.
so they were complaining and calling me a liar. Look, I already had a problem with Cajun Bayou Beauty. We already had settled. We were always on Sweets and Wickets live. We had settled. I told her it was like, they know that Wendy was the one that called me, told me all this shit about them. Never did. I pulled it out of my ass. I told them exactly what they had said. She said it wasn't true. We got over it, and that's it. We were on Wickets and Sweets. We would even talk to each other there. She told me about what happened to her with her husband with DV, where her ribs were broken. We were already talking,
Just
and all of
play
a sudden she brings all
videos.
this
Just play the
bullshit.
videos. I don't want to bring up all that shit. Just play the videos.
Okay, let's see.
What?
I think she wants up as well. I'm gonna manage guess.
Who?
I thought like Christy, but I don't see her on the list anywhere. And I
Oh, she is.
Oh, there she is. Okay, yeah, I didn't see her on the list. Sorry. Anybody?
No, I'm here. I just changed up my name and my picture and shit. I'm just not in the mood.
What's that?
I said I just changed my picture and my name and all. I'm probably gonna change my name
I
again.
saw it earlier, so I know it's you from the little symbol.
The what you call it? My Little Mermaid.
You, no, okay, I don't know the little gold.
Oh, the
like
Fleur de Lis. Yeah, I can't change my name yet.
Yeah,
I can't change it yet.
Okay.
I have a Fleur de Lis tattoo that I got it covered up.
That's that.
And the cover up was so bad.
We went out the back there.
You did what?
I think
She
it
covered
was
Baby, you can come over here and
her matching Fleur de Lis tattoo with Ryan.
Tattoo.
I'm not covering up my matching tattoo with that idiot or whatever. It's just a skull with a little bow. His is a skull with horns. I ain't covering mine. I'm getting his name. No, I'm turning his name into a Fleur de Lis.
Just fast
I'm
forward.
gonna be.
Now what, Miss Wicked?
I could just fast forward to the.
Well, it's right at the beginning where she says
I was
it.
just saying I hate the sound of the wrong guy.
Hold on.
Okay.
Get him and then
She was feeling frank. Anyways,
So I'm really leery. Like it's just like a apologize.
Literally this after a reason. Don't fall for it.
Yeah, well that's what
Y'all know what happened. I know what happened.
Okay, here we go. Let me
Nope.
go back a little bit more because I already talked about it.
Is
that clearly
or
right
is
at
it
the
actually
beginning?
that she really was this like, oh yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck's going on, Janelle?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, I don't know. So I'm really leery. Like it's just like a ploy for them to attack me, or is it actually that she really wants to apologize? Like I don't know.
Apologize. I got blocked. Literally this afternoon talking shit about you.
I know. That's why I'm leery.
Don't fall for it. I got her blocked for a reason. Don't fall for it.
Yeah, well that's what
Y'all know what happened. I know what happened.
Yeah.
So what? Sorry.
Nothing. Nobody say anything.
Who was one to apologize to her?
Yeah,
It's
she was talking.
Bayou Beauty. Okay.
Nope, don't fall for that shit. You going through a lot already.
I was like, that bitch.
Nope, you don't need that type of shit. I don't know why she even wants to talk to you. Hi, Ray.
Yeah, I don't understand either.
She got
And
no
I mean,
reason.
she was on with Cindy, bashing both of us.
With Cindy Lou, yeah, I told you. Well, they were just. I don't know why Rose was there. Like, you can't make up your own decisions, and like you're just following my lead. And I'm like, we both were there.
Yeah, I'm like this little sweetest honey sheep.
It doesn't even make sense.
No.
Well, the picture.
Crystal, don't say anything. We can't hear. Crystal, hold on a minute. Just let her play it real quick. Go ahead, Anna.
Y'all know I witnessed the whole thing. Y'all told me verbatim every little move y'all freaking made. Even when y'all went to the store.
How can I get it? How can I get it? Hold on.
I seen y'all touch grass. Y'all were so freaking, y'all were having fun. Y'all had the music
We
going.
were, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know why she want to come up on here and freaking lie like that. Like,
Crystal, just hold on. Let her play it first so that we can hear it and then respond. So she doesn't have to keep stopping it. I know it's hard not to comment, but just hold on. Just let her play it.
straight up, I know you fucking lying.
Right.
And that bullshit with
hold on.
That's what bothers
with that
me.
bullshit, the bullshit with
are like nice people. We wouldn't do these things that she
no, I know.
Like, yeah.
And then vegetable cutting fucking Anna over there that already fucking teamed everybody say
What? What, Miss Crystal?
Let it play through.
Crystal, just pause for a minute. Let her play it.
Can you mute for a little bit, Miss Crystal? while we
Just
play it?
mute. Let her play it. And
It's
then you
not
can
long.
pop
It's
off.
actually short.
And
It's
then
not
there's
that
one
long.
before that too. Go ahead.
But Anna,
that's what bothers
with that
me.
bullshit, the bullshit with
are like nice people. We wouldn't do these things that she.
no, I know.
Like, yeah.
And then vegetable cutting fucking Anna over there that already fucking deemed everybody saying that I was banned from Louisiana and that I was deemed dangerous and all that. She got into her head, and I'm over here like, okay, you're lying to people saying you gave her money for a hotel. Sweetheart, she didn't pay for a hotel. She was at that Airbnb. They made chicken enchiladas. We was watching the fucking trial.
What did she say? What happened? What happened?
She said that you
Did I
didn't
not
pay
just
for
say
a
that?
hotel.
Hello, people. Where's that love bye? LOL bye.
Yeah,
What happened? Was that not what they said? Hello.
Playing drinking games. I don't know who the fuck she lied to you, vegetable cutting Anna. Because that ain't what she used that money. Whatever money you gave her, that was what she used it for,
Cajun
bitch.
Beauty. I've been saying Cajun Beauty or
Y'all
Cajun
went to Waffle
Beauty
House. Y'all did
Cajun
hair. It was like I was on vacation with y'all. I was like constantly like.
She's talking to somebody else. Just keep playing. Crystal, mute.
I've said it since the beginning, right, Miss Wicked? That Cajun Beauty Bayou or Cajun Bayou Beauty is the one that said that she said.
I mean, I that she was saying that, but I haven't heard the full live, so I was wanting to listen because I know there's other lives where she's making not her, but Sweet's making accusations. Go ahead and play it, or
Like I'm over here like I'm on the phone with y'all, talking to y'all. I even hear her boyfriend cursing her the fuck out.
Yes.
I ain't never once heard
That's her
Anna.
husband. That's her husband.
I know, but I ain't never once heard Anna's voice. Anna wasn't on a different phone. So I don't know why she up here acting like she fucking know when she really don't.
No, she don't.
I got pictures.
Hold on, Crystal. Hold on. Just wait till it finishes. Please
Yeah,
mute for a
just
little bit, okay?
mute for right
Just
now,
listen
Crystal.
to everything so she gets Cajun Bayou Beauty, like I said, since the
I
beginning.
know. Let's listen to it though. We need to hear it. We can't hear when
Yeah,
everybody
just
keeps
mute,
stopping and
Crystal.
talking.
Oh, it's a cell
After we
phone.
hear it, we'll all
Where's-
can
where's
say
my
something.
cell phone charger from Sunday, Monday,
Get on.
Tuesday,
Take it, Crystal.
all day Wednesday, and then
Get
Wednesday
it.
night is when I need my charger midnight and runs out of the house at midnight. She didn't need no fucking charger. We know what
Yes,
she's
Miss
going
Lucy,
for.
I'm vegetable.
She said I grabbed
but I
her
love
phone,
my
and that's how I knew she dropped the wicked. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey,
They say y'all made her. They said y'all made her walk home in the dark and shit. I'm like, then why was she outside at the fucking Airbnb? Like, what are you talking about?
Wow.
She ain't walk home in the fucking dark.
Yeah.
She was at. I got videos. I got videos of her at the Airbnb on the timestamp. She said that she had to walk home.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't about to argue with these fucking people, dude.
Hey, Steph,
I really
how
wasn't.
are
They're
you?
gonna believe that woman because of what happened to her.
Okay, did she not say it? She didn't walk. She got a hotel. They don't want to believe she got a hotel. They're fucking stupid.
But I know what happened
We'll
with
push
y'all.
pause
And
and
I
I'll
even
explain
she
the
even
the
did
next
on
one.
Keisha's live. I said she came up there and I said, dude, after everything I saw, I was on the phone with y'all for like a fucking week all the time, even during court, after court. The minute they kicked you out because you was making facial fucking
They
expressions,
can't have
all
both
of
inside
that.
the court, you dummy.
I was always on the phone with you. I
It
said, you're
didn't
gonna
happen.
tell me y'all
It didn't
didn't have fun? She's like, we did have fun, and then she dropped.
Yeah.
It was like,
And when was that?
she
When
couldn't
was-
tell me the lies that she was telling everybody else.
Yes, Steph,
She
but
couldn't
they're
tell me
saying
that
that I
on
did
panel
not
because
get
she
it.
knew I fucking knew
oh,
better.
yeah, when,
Yeah,
you
she
know
spent
what
the
day
money
that
somewhere
live
else.
was?
Yeah.
Was it on a Saturday or a Sunday?
Girl, you know how many joints I've been smoking? I don't
Okay,
fucking know.
no worries. Yeah.
Yeah, Josie. Because I swear that's when we were coming back and you messaged me like, this girl.
Yeah, she did it while y'all were
Saturday.
You were at the airport. She
Sure.
started and you didn't know.
Okay, so that was a big
Y'all
Saturday.
hugged each other goodbye and everything. I remember.
The whole thing
But
is bizarre.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's bizarre. I'm gonna call it bizarre because I'm not talking bad about her or nothing. I just what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You're
Right.
coming out here spinning a narrative on two people that went out there to support you, and they know your personal habits. They've seen you up front. People on the internet don't know, but I've seen it through video chat. I was there. Y'all put me on the table, and I watched y'all sing and dance.
You can talk to me. I don't have you on the
And take,
live, so
you know,
you
and
cannot
kept
hear
taking shots and stuff. So, like I said, when did you fucking walk home in the dark? Because you were at that Airbnb for a
Hey,
minute.
Cajun Beauty, she has a
I just
picture
talked
of
to her,
her
she ran out
walking
the
in the
front door and
dark
went
up the
down to the
street.
store, but
We
that-
were on the phone with her when she was at the gas station asking the lady for a box to charge her phone. There's literal timestamps on my phone that I can show you and pictures in the times that Crystal sent me the pictures of her walking in the dark because I stayed on the phone with her because I didn't think she should be out that late at night in the dark walking anywhere by herself as a woman.
Exactly.
You all are taking things and misconstruing them with little words and sentences, and you're totally
Okay, Miss Crystal, I'm gonna
mixing it all up of what happened.
And it's not the
This
only
is
time they made
wild.
her walk. They made her walk. They wouldn't give her a ride to the courthouse because Honey was too hungover and wouldn't get her ass out of the bed. And Janelle, we have the text messages of Janelle texting Crystal apologizing for this Honey not getting up because she was too hungover to drag her ass out of the bed to take her to court. They only went to the courthouse one day. One day they were in court. Other than that, they just sat around drinking, partying, and didn't do shit for her.
Exactly. And the day that Sadaki came down, court was on the TV in the background because there was a dog there. So, all we did is I didn't send her like tons of money at a time. I sent her like $20 when she was at the store when she got the phone charger. And I don't care if she bought beer or not. I don't give a shit. She was stressed out.
She did get
That's
some.
irrelevant. And then I gave her 25 and I said, if you need to get an Uber, if you don't have a ride in the morning, I just want to make sure you can get to court. That
I
was
know.
it. It wasn't like people, she never asked for any money. She wasn't even sending text messages that were bad, other than saying, I feel like I have to entertain because, they did all this for me. And she's like, I just don't feel up to it. And she was upset that she posted that video on thing. They're switching this around. And if you know she has a drinking problem, why are you offering her alcohol?
They were drinking every night, honey and Janelle. That's all they did was drink the whole time they were there. I mean, and they wanted this to be a vacation. Oh, we're going to go to the aquarium. We're going to do this. Let me tell you something. Crystal was going through a hard financial time recently, and I offered to, and I send people all the time money on this app, all the time. And I was like, do you need
Because
anything
it's
from me? And she
cheaper
was like,
now.
no, I don't. We'll be fine. And I was like, are you sure? I will Zelle
And
you
let
or
me ask
Cash
you,
App you.
Cajun,
And she
did you
didn't.
not state? Because you were supposed to go. And then Crystal said, I don't think anyone's Sweet's coming because of the thing about Tennessee and with Sheena living there. And I didn't know Cajun was friends with the cult, and she was afraid somebody would send you were gonna send Sheena to unalive her, remember?
Yeah.
And then she says on the post, she says, Cajun Navy Jen ghosted us. She knew you weren't going before even then. So why is she lying
They
about
knew
that?
my fucking Jeep caught on fire. I sent them pictures. It just
I can hear
tonight
you.
was
I can hear you,
fixed.
my
I
friend.
I sent all the pictures. Crystal knew. Look, my original trip wasn't really to go to
Right, you were gonna
Crystal's. I
swing
was going to my
by.
grandmother's, yes. And me and my son were going to stay a night or two with them just so
Yes,
I could
Stepton,
stop
you
it and
guys
show
did, and she
support.
did not accept it.
Exactly.
Yeah, she did not accept the money. And I offered her, I was like, Crystal, it's no big deal. Let me send you a little bit. And she's like, no, save it for when I really need it. But I'll be okay. We've got dinner tonight. And she doesn't take just to take. She's not, anybody
Other
else would have
people
been
are
like, fuck yeah,
here.
send it.
Other people are here. If you don't like it that I'm posting the receipts, Marsha, you don't have to stay here. I'm posting it because we got other people so they know she didn't get the money. She didn't use it on anything else. We got her the hotel. She was
Would
there.
you like the
That's what
fact
we
that you
paid
come
for.
back from your mother's murder trial where her head was bashed in with a schmammer and her nephew, and then you got these people going, justice for the person that did it. This town's corrupt. They were after me and going to kill me. Her husband triggered my trauma. Get the fuck out of here. That's not support. I don't care what happened when they were gone for 5 fucking days. When they came back, the shit that they're spewing and spreading and lies is wrong. She got mad at Keish for talking on her fucking brother, but yet she's talking on someone else's family. You make that make sense.
Exactly.
Make it make sense. So she gets mad at somebody else for doing it to her, but when she does it to them, it's okay? No. You don't call some man a meth addict. You don't call Crystal a meth addict. You don't call her cop, brother-in-law or whatever, uncle, a crooked cop. You don't fucking know shit. Give me the receipts where he's a crooked cop. Give me the receipts where her dad's a meth head. Give me a receipts where Crystal is too. Give me a receipts where this is a crooked fucking town because it has a small fucking courthouse. Give me receipts where Sheena was actually going to come get you, or actually where the whole town was after you. Get the fuck out of here. That's wrong. Period. Now, I don't give a fuck what the fuck happened over the 5 days, whether it was good, bad, or indifferent, but you're going to come back and stand 10 toes down and call lies and bullspits and spew all this shit. Justice for Jordan. You shouldn't have fucked with me. Well, guess what? That's wrong. You want to go after Keish for 8 months for what she did? Well, guess what? You just did the same thing.
Yep.
Now I'm calling you out.
Exactly. This woman is going through the worst time of her life. Do you not understand, people, that her mother and her 7-year-old nephew was bludgeoned, not just with a hammer, but with a screwdriver and some other crazy ass bullshit that he pulled out of a tool chest.
The back of a hammer. He was found guilty. He was found guilty on 2 counts of first degree, and you want to prove it wrong. Okay, fine. You have a difference of opinion, but you better make sure your fucking opinions are 100% fact. You want to talk about spewing facts? Then show me the fucking facts. Where you want to call you want to call a cop a crooked cop? Let's get the fucking crooked cop on here and see what he has to say, because I guarantee you he knows the laws a whole fucking hell of a lot better than you.
Exactly. This is horrible.
Not only that, if I'm going down there to support you, if I'm going down there to support you, Wicked, and I'm your friend, and I'm gonna fly freaking across country to be there for you in a hard time, this is what it was supposed to be.
Right.
I'm not going down there as a freaking reporter and acting like I'm with K News or whatever, and then coming back and bashing you because I have a different of opinion. That shit don't fly.
She
That's
had an
called being
agenda,
a good
Steph. When she went in
human.
and asked for a press pass, she had an agenda when she got there. That
She had
wasn't
an
for
agenda
Crystal.
when she even met
Mm-hmm.
Crystal. When she heard Crystal's story, she seen opportunity.
But you know what,
And
Step 10?
she,
She's saying that Crystal has lied to everybody on the internet,
Oh, she
everybody about her story. She has not. She has always
No.
talked
bullshit.
about her dad. She has always been honest about the situation. And
Absolutely.
now she's spewing that she's a fucking liar when
Nope.
she's been on here longer than Sweet ever has. She has been honest with all of her friends on here about this
Yep.
case.
Always
And,
honest,
and like
brutally
I said,
honest.
I mean, I understand you're away from home, you want to party or whatever, lighten her up, lift her up, whatever. But
Right.
I'd be
Crystal,
damned if
come the
there's
fuck up.
one.
Come the fuck up, Crystal. You say she's not lying because I got where
No,
Sweet's been
she's
lying
saying
on my
our
ass for
Crystal
fucking
isn't
weeks.
lying. No,
I
no,
defended
wicked,
Crystal.
wicked, wicked,
I
wicked. She's
defended
saying
No,
Sweet for
Crystal's
she's
not
month
saying,
lying.
after
she's
month
saying
after
Wicked,
month.
wicked,
I do
wicked.
know
Miss
her.
Wicked,
Wicked.
I
Miss
know.
Wicked.
And
She's
telling
she's
us.
saying
saying,
about she knows that Crystal is not lying.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
she's
it.
on
okay. Because
Crystal's
yeah.
side.
I'm so over Sweet and her bullshit. Like, just stop. If
Sorry,
she wants
Crystal
to
Heart.
stop. Take down your
Look, this
videos.
is
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm sorry,
I mean,
Crystal. I
if
apologize
you're
to you
gonna, like I
100%.
said, if I'm going
It's
to
okay.
be there for you as your friend, and I'm gonna, walk you through this as they said at the beginning, and we're
Sorry.
gonna be there for you, and we're gonna help you through this difficult time because we're good freaking fucking human beings.
Yeah.
And then to do this to
Everybody's
someone,
supporting you, Miss
Horrible.
Crystal. You didn't do shit. You didn't ask for anything.
Well,
Can
that's
you
I'm
okay. We'll
imagine?
play the other
talking.
4 lives from yesterday where she went on and on about this for 4 fucking lives. 4.
All day long yesterday. The
Wouldn't
day
even
before. I
get
don't
her
even know what
ass out
day.
of the
I'm
pit
Nobody
just
to
sees
out.
drive
it
her to
because they have her
court.
blocked, but she's been talking a mass shit, her and Janelle. And then they said, guess what? This is no longer Crystal's case. This is my case. It's about my story and Janelle's story.
We
Yeah,
got
it's
we're
their
getting
case
the
now, and they're going to
FOIAs.
prove it,
Asking
and they're
a
going to get the FOIAs, and they're going to
22-year-old
prove it.
girl.
Well, then we'll get the FOIAs from her
22-year-old
brothers. Then we'll
Biggie.
get the FOIAs from her brother, and let's see how that feels when her
She says she
brother's
doesn't
plastered.
care. She even
Yeah,
says it. Get
that's
him.
gross. That's gross that she wouldn't care. What a fucking pig. She is a
It's
pig.
okay,
well, you know
Crystal
what?
Clear.
I
She
think,
knows that you were there for her. That's what matters. We didn't have to be there personally.
Oh, can't believe they went out there and did this to her. I'm so pissed off. I'm so mad.
Now they're complaining about everything that they spent. Well, let me tell you, they didn't. They already had plans to go see the whales. They had plans to go to some Dolly place thingy. Crystal was worried because she's like, I don't have money to go out there. She's like, it's not about that. It's about going to the court.
Right.
That's what all
Exactly.
Crystal was worried about the court. They were worried about going to go see places. And even if she had the money, like she said earlier,
And who
even
cares if she
had
has a
the
crazy
money.
fucking aunt? I have a crazy aunt. I'm fucking crazy, if you want to put it that
I
way.
have
Let's
one
say
too.
I'm crazy. You know? Who cares? The very first message
doesn't
Crystal
matter.
sent me
Wonder if
was,
I
oh
love my
God,
aunts
Sweet's
here,
talking
but
to my
there's one in
crazy fucking
Mexico.
aunt. I hope she don't start believing shit that she says. That's the very first message out all my messages of everything I spoke to Crystal about between me and her. She
You don't
wasn't sitting
have
there like
to.
downing you all or like calling you bitches or anything negative. She was just like, oh my God, they don't understand. Or
No,
I feel
because they weren't
Or they
there for
just
the
want
right.
to talk about Gypsy.
Yeah.
That's all they want to talk is about Gypsy.
Yep.
Like I want to talk about the court. So she would come to us to play it on our lives, whoever lives, hers or mine. And she just wanted to have somebody to listen to her. That's all she wanted. Not once did she ask anything from
She
any
left
of
her
us. What we
husband to
did,
go be
we
with
did
these
it out of our
women. She
heart.
Oh, but
left
no,
her
but she has a right
comfort.
to talk about her husband. Like, look, if you think she has troubles with her husband, then why don't you be a friend and be there for her rather than talk shit on it?
Right.
If you've experienced so
Exactly.
much trauma in your personal life, and it's not your business to be spreading about her and her
You hear
husband
it
and
good,
whatever
Miss
problems
Crystal?
they have.
She left her safety, her home, her husband, her
Oh,
family to
I
go
can
be
take
with
off my
these
AirPod.
women.
Let me take off my AirPod.
And this is what
Are
they
you
do.
sure? I put you. No, I'm on live
It's all
right now.
about Sweet.
Literally
It's
on
all
live.
about her.
I
It's
sent
all
you
her
the
problem. It's all
invitation.
her.
I keep on telling you.
She's
Okay,
a
I
sick
sent you the
bitch.
info
They
once you
both
hung
are.
up. Okay. Yeah,
They
I
both
shared you
are.
the live when
Yeah,
she
she
hung
calls
up. I
him.
can. It's because I have my AirPod on.
She
Let me
believes
take
her
it off,
dad did it, and she's
and
going to
then I'm
prove
gonna
it.
put you on speaker. Okay.
That's a
Hold on.
good friend, right?
Now you're
I
on speaker, Miss Crystal.
I know Keisha and I both offered
Can
to
you guys
send her
hear Miss
money, and
Crystal?
she
Well,
said,
I'm going to get all the
"Yeah,
information together, put it in a folder, and I'm going to link it. And anybody that wants to fucking view it, they can. And it's not going to be about anything except for when we spoke to Crystal when we were there, or lives about it. And I will post every live I've had since November, and I will post everything there. And y'all can choose for yourself. I don't care.
This is
I'm
what
not gonna.
Sweets
I've
wanted.
always
She
said I
wanted
don't
all this
speak on.
attention. She's like Gypsy. It doesn't matter if it's negative attention. She's a Gypsy Rose. She don't give a shit what kind of
The
attention
Gypsy
as long as
2.0,
somebody's.
girl.
Yep, that's who she is. Gypsy 2.0. Birds of a feather. That's exactly who she is. She don't care if it's ugly attention as long as
It's
somebody's
Crystal
looking at
Clear
her.
saying, "Hey, girl, I'm in chat." Miss Crystal's not up here on live because she doesn't feel comfortable going
And
up.
it's hard for her to talk because her husband's getting sick of hearing her upset about it.
Wait, what, Miss Crystal?
I mean,
Crystal Claire, she lives near me. I love her. She's a
Yes, she did say that. And she's saying
here
she's
supporting
here
you.
in the chat supporting you.
Just
and remember,
So
I'm
she's
such
here
a
at the
bitch,
chat-
but yet
on the
you
chat.
all called me. You all fucking called me when you were there.
Yes, they even called her while we were on together.
And was I
Janelle
mean to
literally
you?
called her.
No, I was not mean.
So they're over here complaining, but Janelle even called her from Sweet and Janelle because Cindy was talking about them and wanted Janelle. I don't know what they wanted with Miss Wicked to do, but they called her. They literally called her during this whole time. Like, and, oh gosh, this doesn't even make sense.
I just want to
And
say
it's not
thank you
the
to you ladies
point.
for putting her in a hotel and
We
helping her.
didn't do it
I'm-
to
Thank
Miss
Anna.
Jen-
I know
Anna
you
did the
didn't.
job.
I'm just saying thank you as another woman to a woman that I'm appreciative of what y'all did for her.
For
I'm
being her
brokenhearted
friend.
that they did
This
this
is
to
the
her. I'm
thing.
so upset.
Nobody was
Everybody
going
on
to
here that
find out
supported
about
her.
what Wicked
Everybody
and
on
I
here that
did
supported her
behind
too,
the
because
scenes.
you all have
You
been
know
there
who's
for her
gonna know.
too. I mean, 100%.
So gross. It's just so fucking gross what they've done to her. I'm
Like,
so
just
fucking pissed
leave
off
her
about it.
family alone. Stop talking about Crystal. Stop talking about her family. We'll drop all this shit. Take everything off about her family. Take it off first, then we'll stop talking. Stop talking about her. We'll stop talking about them. We like they don't even live and exist for us. Just leave Crystal and her family. Stop making up this shit. That's all we ask from Sweet and Janelle. That's it.
Yeah, I
Not
don't need
you,
it. I
Crystal
don't want
Clear.
it. I just leave me
I'm talking
alone.
about our Crystal. Why would we be saying that you were on the phone? Nobody's talking
No,
about
we're
you,
not
Sue.
talking about you, Crystal. I have Miss
Talking about our
Crystal.
Crystal.
Crystal Kramer is over here on the phone right now. I have her on my phone on speaker. She can't come up here just so there's no problem with her husband. So we just have her on the speaker. She's listening to everything. But we're not talking about you, Crystal Clear. We're talking about your friend Crystal.
Such a
Okay, sorry.
Janelle wants to get
Oh.
up there and talk shit. They just want to be relevant. Bitch, get the fuck out of here with your stupid ass shit. Like, we just want to be relevant. That's what we're talking about. Because this is what we live for. I'm not the one who sits on lives 20 hours a day. Get the fuck out. I just swear I'm so pissed right now. I never get involved in bullshit. I never fucking clap back. But I swear to God, Wicked, I will sit up here 20 hours a day if I have to take this stupid bitch down. I'm so mad that they did this to her. I had no idea that she had to get a hotel room the last night before the
Yeah,
verdict. I
she's
had
like
no
literally,
idea.
she's like, wicked bitch, or you're a sick.
I got a
fuck."
restriction. I got a restriction.
It's
They were
sweet and
gonna
then
make her
restricted.
walk. I knew
I
they made her
know.
walk to court the one morning because Sweets wouldn't get her
Yeah.
fat ass out
She
of the
ended up
bed.
walking to Hardee's, actually. She found a Hardee's and she called her sister and had her
Oh my
sister come get
God.
her
Look,
and
she
bring her.
already went up and showed her proof of what happened, that she paid for her own stuff. Somebody's live. Whose live did you post it on? Somebody showed it for you, Miss Crystal. She proved that she wasn't lying. She paid for her own stuff, for her own beer, for her cigarettes, whatever. Whatever they thought about
Even
bringing
if they
her
gave her
from
Even if
something,
they
ask
ask
for
for
did,
it.
what's the big deal? Do you think if I went up there, Crystal would have paid for anything? Fuck no, she wouldn't have. I wouldn't have dared asked her to pay for a thing. I know she doesn't have it. They
Well,
knew
that's
she
how it
didn't
was at
have it.
first until the story switched, and now we're complaining that they did anything for her. Make it,
At
you
the
know.
end
Yeah.
of the day, our receipts end up don't even care about the receipts. What matters is stop and leave her alone. Stop talking
Exactly.
shit. Stop downgrading her family. Stop talking shit that doesn't belong. We'll all back off. Take off everything, Sweets. Take off everything from your every video you have made. Stop talking. Crystal don't exist. Just do not mention this. That's it. That's all we care about. Just leave her family and Crystal alone. Let her grieve, please. That's all. We all back off. You do not exist for us. We will take off everything. We will never mention you again. But prove to us that you cannot. You will
Disgusting
not, and
bitch.
you
That's all I ask for, guys.
stay
I've been
without
waiting
talking
4
about it.
years for this. I've been waiting 4 years for peace in this. Like, I've been talking to you guys on the internet for peace for this. Just for peace and an ending. And it finally happened. And now it can't end. Like,
Not only show it because Crystal
Exactly.
didn't
She's
have
making
this money
posts.
for
Justice
nothing.
for Jordan. Justice for this. That little boy was never loved. Bullshit. How do you know he wasn't loved? How do you know they didn't do their best? Just because somebody don't have money and it was an old rundown house does not mean that they didn't love their grandchildren. Fuck. It's so wrong. It's just cruel.
What I guess what the grandparents should have let the boys go into the system to get abused and
Right?
raped and treated like slaves. I mean, what?
my parents did the best they could with the grandparents. Like,
Absolutely.
they did not only take in my older sister's kid, they also raised my younger sister's kid, Austin, who they raised until he was 16 years old when Jordan moved in. So, like, they took care of their grandchildren, like, the best they could.
They loved them.
And
They
I mean,
didn't have a lot. They didn't have a fucking lot. They weren't women and money, but they did
Obviously,
the best
they
with
were
what
good
had.
parents. They raised you. They raised the grandchildren. Can we say the same for Sweets? No, because look at the wreck they raised. I want to talk about somebody's parents. Look at hers. Obviously, they failed
Mm-hmm.
because my
I
kids
was
would
just
never,
hoping.
ever.
Like, if she dare say anything about my mother was a fucking angel. She was like 4'10", weighed 90 pounds, and was a fucking angel. So, like, she dares says anything about her, I will lose her.
I need to go check on my baby right away. I'll be right back.
Oh,
No. I know that Born and you know, it them doing that made us say good things about them because we were never
we
big
saw.
fans.
And
And
I
then
get it.
Well, I was going to let that happen, guys. I was going to
I
let that
know,
happen.
but
I'm going to let him raise
Crystal,
it.
you didn't have to. You could have. I mean, I just wish you would have. You know, I don't know. I would have.
She
I
didn't
would
want to
have
cause
much
any
rather
issues.
We would have all pulled
Made that
together and
person
put you in a
okay.
hotel room the whole week if you needed it, had
that
we known that this was happening.
that
I mean, we're just all, I think, just upset that this happened and nobody, we just weren't aware. And I'm
Well,
especially
I
upset.
tried to keep the peace. I tried to
I
just
know
let
you
it
did.
go until she made the comment she made about my family. Like, I can't stand for that. Like,
Well, I would have much rather you been in a hotel by yourself going through this than to have to go through this and deal with that bullshit.
Just
oh yeah,
terrible.
those nights in the hotel Hannah got me. Those, like, this is like 2 nights, but it was the most peaceful and this like calm and most peaceful I felt. And I was on the phone with them the whole time. I didn't like steal the money and run off. Like,
I mean, Steph, they went up there and they only went to one day at court because she couldn't get a press pass because, so they just didn't even bother going and then didn't even give her a ride
no,
to
they
the
went to the
courthouse.
autopsy. Well, Janelle went to the autopsy. We stayed for 5 seconds of it and ran out and made a
Sweet
video.
came out and then made it about,
Yeah, about her. I seen that video.
yeah, it started out about you and ended up about, Gypsy Rose.
Well,
So
boy,
they came to 1.5 days of it, or not even a half a day. Like, they left right after the autopsy part. Like,
well, so I hope she doesn't want a career in journalism for this kind of shit because you
Exactly.
have to see that kind of stuff. And
But
oh
I
my
mean,
God,
like
I'm just
her uncle
angry.
is a seasoned cop. It's not like he's a newbie. He's the
Right.
one that found his sister unalived, looking like that, not knowing what happened. I mean, and for a guy to say, like, if he gets off on this, I'm going to take care of it. That's just a figure of speech. That doesn't mean he's going to go out and do it. My family would have said the same thing.
Exactly. Who
I said
wouldn't?
that too. Like, we were all, at first, this was not an easy trial, and there was probably reasonable doubt, and we were all freaking out a little bit. And, like, how does he get off? Like,
The camera paused.
not an easy thought to have to think about. Like,
Right here, yes.
Who does this to somebody that's going through this? I mean, what kind of person would do
Didn't
this to
Sweet
somebody?
say something about the guy that murdered her brother? Didn't she say something to that effect?
I'll see you Wednesday.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
but now she's saying, guess what? They're in court now for the FOIA. Her brother was a rug addict. A rug addict killed him over a computer, and that's it. If y'all want the FOIAs, go ahead and FOIA them, because that's all you're going to find.
So all these months she's cried over nothing then? Or what happened?
That's what I
all of a
said.
sudden? What a big change. Like, that's how I feel. Like, what a big change. Every single day growing up, having everybody defending her. Chris Wicked out here every day on the lives to support her for everyone.
I'm crying
Everyone
every
support.
day.
And now all of a sudden,
now
like, what a
she's
big
like,
change.
I don't care. My family didn't kill my brother. Like,
Oh,
no, 'cause
wow.
my family did that to my family.
No, another
Like,
junkie
different,
did.
I guess.
Right.
Wow.
That just
Yeah,
shows
she's
the
doing the
kind
same
of
thing she's been crying over for
I
8
guess
months.
it's different when a stranger kills your family member. But it's just different when a family member kills your family member.
Right. Yours is much more tragic. Yours is much more tragic what your poor mother and nephew went through. And this bitch, I swear to God. I'm sick.
Yeah, and then she's like, well, her sister failed her kids because she's a rug addict. You know how many people have addiction in their family that
Wow.
causes issues? Be thankful that there was a family member that could help step in and take care of her kids. And she's turned her life
Absolutely.
around, and that's awesome. But to
Exactly.
sit there and put people down, and I remember, Sweet, a video you made that people make choices, and they can choose to get help. A rug addict cannot sometimes choose to get help because it is an addiction.
Mhm.
And sometimes it takes a long time to get to that point where they can get help. So who the fuck are you? A doctor now too?
And she's going to go after everybody in this community that's recovering, you know,
I was
that
getting
is
ready to
recovering
say.
from something, you know.
Right?
I mean,
That's
I think
what,
probably
yeah.
99%
I got
of this
4
community
years.
are
And good for
congratulations,
you,
Steph.
Steph.
Yes,
Good for
good for
you.
you.
Because, you know, my dad's side of the family has a lot of rug abuse in the family. And you know, and it kind of became, you know, the kids struggled when they grew up and stuff too.
Mhm.
It's an addiction. Nobody
Yes.
asks to be addicted. Nobody wants to
Exactly.
be addicted. Nobody wishes they could just wave a magic wand and it all be gone.
Yeah. And you know,
Well,
I
I'm
said that about
glad.
her brother. I said, because they were calling him a junkie and stuff. And I said, he was her brother. He was a human being. What he did had nothing to do with them dying. He didn't deserve to die because he was
Right.
an addict, you know. But now she can go after Crystal's family and what they've been through. Like, do as I say, not as I
Exactly.
do. Fuck you, sweets.
Yeah, watch
You
her
are-
videos where she says it's no longer her case and fuck her, she's a bitch.
Wow. Oh my God. What kind of
Because you
human
shouldn't
says
have
that?
fucked with her, so now she's going to get all the information she can. And I'm like, go ahead. Go ahead. You know, this is ridiculous, Sweet. And you want to call out and make up lies? Well, guess what? I do know you because I was around. And there's so much I could say on you, Sweet, but I'm a nice person. I don't turn it around back on you, even when I walked away months ago from being your friend because you don't shut the fuck up about people. The fact that you would do this to somebody who lost a life is horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, and call her a rug addict and all this. What if she was? What if she is? And does that make it different? It makes it even worse that you sat there and put somebody down that had an addiction problem or a drinking problem or something else. And that makes you even more shitty. So here's that.
Yeah, when her own brother died from a drug debt, you know, in a parking lot of a 7-Eleven. I mean, why would she even let that leave her lips? It's mind. I can't. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that she had to get a hotel room the last night. That these foul bitches made her get a hotel room.
Oh, but they
because
had the
were
best
treating-
night of their lives when they finally made it back to Kentucky and they went karaokeing and they went to the casino and they weren't terrified for their lives because she starts crying. She was so scared that she didn't even want to tell her husband or nobody because she was afraid for her life that these people were going to come and take her life. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's what she said the night before
He
they
ain't that
flew out
special.
about
People
Sheena
aren't going to
and
go to
them.
jail for you, Sweet. They ain't going to go to jail for you.
Yeah, she tried to pull that the night before. She was going to leave Janelle, not go, and Janelle was going to be stuck there by herself. And she was like, Sheena's going to come and get me. I know they've got
Oh,
a
dear
plan.
God.
Oh, and I was like, Sheena doesn't even think about you. What the hell are you talking about, you nut job? My husband was looking at me like, these are the people that you're going to see. Like, what is
Oh my
wrong with you?
gosh,
Have you lost your
But that's
mind?
what she believed. She believed that Sheena was going to come get her. And she sits and says she's afraid for her life and says that she didn't say that nobody could have the address. But you contradict yourself, Sweet. You're so worried people are in Sheena and everybody's going to know where you're at. But yet you're saying, oh, we didn't say she couldn't give the address out. What? Like you're feared for your life. You were terrified while you made videos in your room when she thought you were pouting, but you were really changing into different outfits and dancing in front of the mirror.
Wow.
And even Crystal has showed one of those messages where she was not allowed to give the address.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She showed it on somebody's live. Whose live was that, Miss Crystal?
I know she showed a few texts on mine yesterday. And the day before.
No, I made a video. It wasn't live. I made a
Oh,
video.
okay. I was like, I know I
This
saw
is
something.
bizarre.
It is.
You know, a whole
It's
internet
nuts.
suite, they didn't like you before and they don't like you now. So why is it different that you're trying to defend your shit? Like, what? Did you think that was going to change? You've
Nobody
shown
likes
yourself over and over again. And now someone that knew you, was friends with you, that defended you, is standing 10 toes down saying that you are a shit person. Look what you did to me, lying out your fucking ass because I stopped being your friend. Look at all the shit you've said about me and videos you posted and running my name. And I've not done it back to you. Should I?
Yep.
You are showing who you are on your own. Literally on your own. You're showing who you are. And this is the last straw. The fact that you went after Keisha and them, and I've stood up for you against Keisha and them because I thought it was horrible what they did, and I don't agree with it, but you're doing the same fucking thing. So the pot calling the kettle black, you were going after her family and talking about people who are unalived that are her family, and you're actually more disgusting because you've gone after video after video after video saying this shit over and over and over rather than somebody making one or two comments.
Yep.
You are no better, and now they have a right. At least they apologized more than I could say for you.
Yep. She's disgusting. Her and Janelle. Janelle has the audacity. You know, I know Sweets is a nut, but that Janelle is co-signing this behavior just
Because
blows
that's
my
her new
mind.
best friend. Look, Janelle decided to pick Sweet as her buddy because she feels Sweet has the right to defend herself and speak her mind. Because I'm the one that held Sweet back because I tried to get Sweet not to post videos like she does about people. So
Yep.
I was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, see where that's getting you, Janelle? Wait till she turns on you and talks all your shit, honey.
She will.
Absolutely. And she will. Just let her find someone that will take her place. And
I
what she
already
has
see her
done
sucking up to
with
Chewy
them,
and
she will
all
do
them
it to
because she knows
anybody else.
it's coming.
Yeah.
She knows it's coming. Oh God, it's so awful that Crystal's having to go through this.
Can you imagine? Like, you see, and she literally just saw her mom on the ground with a footprint on her back of her fucking shirt, and then her nephew with half of his head gone that she wasn't expecting to see because it panned to it, and you got these bitches giving her a rough way to go. Like, what?
Right in the middle
That's
of
her
the trial.
mother and her nephew, but especially even her mother. This is her mama. And then you're like, well, you haven't been around your mom for 2 years. People grow up, Sweet. They move away and have their families, sometimes in other states even, but they still love their mother and they still keep in contact by phone. It's still her mother.
Wait a minute. Didn't I hear somebody say that she hadn't seen her brother in like years?
She didn't. She hadn't been around her brother in many, many years. He has been estranged from the family for a long time. Living on the
So
streets.
it's just convenient for her to boo-hoo when it got her some attention.
And it was also COVID during the time that, and her husband has black lungs. So, you know,
Yeah.
I'm going to post the live where you talked about calling her a bitch and where you said this is your case now. And both you and Janelle sitting up there snarky like, well, guess what? You want to fuck with me? Now I'm going to fuck with you. And that's basically what you're saying.
When you play it?
It's the live before that one, Anna. She's got 2 devices. I don't have anything up to play.
Can you play that live, please, Miss
Which
Anna?
one?
The one where she called Crystal a bitch.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to find it. That's why I put headphones so I wouldn't distract you guys from talking and have extra
I
noises.
believe it's the last one or the one before. It was before she was talking to somebody on panel because she was just on. She has many accounts. She was on Bambi Made Crying. I just don't understand people.
Do you remember what number? What like?
Let me go find it. I'll be right back.
Drifting off of her dead brother. Oh, just
Let
like
me
a
find it.
gypsy rose.
Hold on, I'll be right back, Anna.
Because the one they sent me, it says like the picture. The
It's on my
screenshot
page. It's on my page.
on your page. Okay, I can do that.
Well, there's one on my page, but you did many others. saying this is my case now. But there's
Is that
one
what she
on my
called
page.
you a bitch on your page? What you have on there?
I don't know, but I have that. I can
I'm gonna
you.
send it to you. Hold on, just give me a
Yeah,
minute.
just wait for Wicked. I don't think Crystal realizes what you're looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah. Like I have it. I can send it.
It's okay, Crystal. She's got it.
Oh dear. Oh my God. Well, I know it's about.
I seen Quad come in. Hopefully, if y'all are not caught up, this is about Crystal Kramer and what Sweet as Honey is doing to her, and Janelle is doing to her. Oh, there's Quad again. I shared it out to a bunch of people because I want everybody to know what kind of people these ladies are.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, I usually don't get involved, even when it's with me. I don't clap back because I don't entertain bullshit. But yeah, I'm gonna entertain this until it's
Look,
done.
the first time I had this thing going on with the messages, I was very nice. I didn't fight back. I just left it as it was. Who cares? But this
Are we
time,
on a live
I'm
or are we
talking.
listening to
We're
a
still
live?
on live, Miss Crystal. We're on live.
We're on a live or we're listening to a live?
We're
listening.
on live.
We're on.
We're
Okay.
on live.
That's fine.
We
Okay.
have
Well, that's
Cajun
fine.
Navy.
I didn't know if we were I'm confused if we were listening to a live or
Yeah.
if we were on a live.
Yeah, we are on the live. We
Okay.
have Steptone, Miss
Okay.
Cajun, and Miss Wicked. We're all
Okay.
on the
Oh,
panel.
that's all fine. I just didn't know. I thought we were listening to a live. So I'm just catching up.
It's okay, my beautiful friend.
Okay. I love you guys.
Love
I love
you
all
too.
you guys.
I'm not that calm little person that
Steph,
didn't
can
want
you
to
even
disrespect
imagine
because
that
I thought
somebody would
everybody
do
was
this to
here so
somebody?
honest. Heck no. I don't give a fuck no more.
It's just
Like
You
I
mind
said,
make me
blowing.
mad, this is what you get.
Even if you disagreed with the whole entire case,
Right.
from top to bottom, side to side, you'd never hear that out of my mouth because I'd be there as your freaking friend.
As a
That's
friend, we would stay quiet, even though we were not agreeing. We would just
Right.
stay quiet because you're there for support. Who gives about our opinion? We're there for support, not for our
Absolutely.
Well,
opinions.
guys, and just anybody that has known me over the last 4 years, or maybe 3 years that I've been on TikTok, I have said that this is going to be horrible for me. That it's going to come down between my dad and Jason or Jordan. Like, I've always said this. I've never lied. Like, never lied. I've always said
Never.
it's going to be
Actually, you've been
horrible
too
for those
honest. How many
reasons.
times have I told you that you overshare? Like, you don't have to tell them that. Like, you don't have to say that. You have been brutally honest about it. And for her to say that you have lied is just mind blowing because you've been so upfront about all of this.
And
Just
Crystal,
a
I sent
gross
you a
person.
message with the one that says,
I got it, Miss
the
Crystal.
000 came in and she's like, oh, that's probably Crystal. And she's like, yeah, you're a bitch. And yes, I'm going to call you a bitch.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I got it, Miss Crystal. Miss
You
Wicked,
tell me
you
a
don't have
selfish
to
bitch
go
in
look for
person,
it.
so I'm
I
not.
will be right back. I'm going to make a cup of coffee.
Crystal
real quick.
never said a word. She came home and was quiet until Sweets went up on the internet and started this. She never said a word publicly.
This is sickening.
I would have never.
gosh, I
Like,
have
I don't
so
care
many.
about the trip. Like, okay, I was crazy. I was a drunk on the trip. Okay, maybe, yeah. Okay, but you're coming back and talking about my family. That's different.
Your deceased mother. Yes.
Then she gonna throw up that she did your hair. I've been a hairdresser since 2011, and she jacked
My
up your
hair
shit.
looks like shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. She wanted to cut mine too, and I was like, "Yeah, the fuck you are. You ain't
She
cutting my
jacked
hair."
up your color
Did
and
you
your
see
color.
my hair? Did you
I
see my
did.
hair
Got
in
it,
the
Miss
video?
Crystal.
Yeah, I saw the video. I just didn't want to be mean and say anything.
The
I know
video,
it.
the humiliation video she made of me with my hair, like, yeah.
It's almost like
Very
she was
valid.
just making videos because she knew what she was gonna do. Like she was
That.
purposely recording you, dancing and after drinking and stuff. Like she knew she was gonna do
Yeah.
this.
As far as
I
that
went to
video
school
with
every
her
day,
when
and
she
yeah,
was
at night,
dancing,
it was
I
at
actually
school.
reached
I
out
tried
to a
watch
mutual
the
friend
news.
of ours
I
because
tried to,
Crystal
like,
wanted it. Hold on, Crystal.
Uh-huh.
She wanted it deleted. So I asked a mutual friend of ours if they would tell him to delete it because it made her uncomfortable. It wasn't that she wasn't having a good time, but under the circumstances, it wasn't really appropriate to be putting it online and have it
Right.
mistaken. And Sweet said no.
See, I'm telling you, she did all that on purpose. Wicked, I know she did. She had all this planned. She didn't go there for her. She thought she was going to get in like the press and be some hot shot there. Oh, God, she's so gross. She's so gross.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
She
we
said
can.
I aggressively pulled her hair. Like, that was a lyric in the fucking song. Like, are you kidding me?
It was the lyrics to a song and she was playing around. And now
Right.
Sweet says she's an aggressive person, that she was pulling her hair.
And I was
And it
pulling her
hurts.
hair. Like,
It was a
And Miss
song.
Sweet,
song.
Miss Sweet keeps on saying that she supposedly I said that Sweet called Crystal a whore, which that never happened. I always said since the beginning she called her a selfish bitch.
All right,
Did
play
I
a
have
couple
not
of them
said that from
lives
the
that
beginning?
nobody's seen that's been going on. The full.
Wow.
They
every
change
day.
everything they change.
Mm-hmm.
God, why? Why would you go all the way out there and do something like this?
Or
They were
come
going
home
for
and do
something
something
else.
like this. Just be
Yeah.
kind. Just be nice. I mean, let her grieve her family. Like, this is her mama,
Yeah.
her family,
Like,
her
I
real
don't
life.
even
It's not a
care.
case.
They
It's her real
hated my
life.
town, okay? My town's small. They hated it. It was horrible. But, like, leave my family alone. Like, give us a minute of peace. Like,
Janelle, you have grown kids. I mean, what would
No,
your
she don't. They got
children?
taken away.
Oh, really? Wait a minute. Hold the fuck up. Say what? Her
Yeah,
kids
she
got
don't have
taken
her
away?
children anymore.
like she wants to talk about my kids' situation.
Right,
Let's go
right.
up something else.
But hers have been taken away. So she
Mhm.
lost her kids, but she wants to talk about Crystal and her family.
Right.
Wow. Okay. Okay, that's great.
That I've sat and listened to her and been understanding for months and been her friend
Oh, I
and
did
listened.
too. Oh, I fucking did too. I fucking did too. I did what Sweet do. Like, this is unreal. Like,
Wow. So she wants to talk about somebody's family when she's lost her own children. Okay.
Mhm.
That's
And that's her story to tell. I won't go into it because it's not, my
oh, I don't
place.
need to know.
But
I just yeah, she lost them, but she
Oh,
wants to
yeah.
talk about her and her mother and the way that she raised children. Get out. You see, you got girls. Remember, everything that's done in the dark will always come to light. So you keep on with your shenanigans, and I promise you, every little dirty secret you've ever had will end up coming out on this internet.
and guess what,
Not
Sweet?
by
I don't
me.
have dirty
Okay,
secrets.
they're fucking telling all of mine and twisting them. Like, they're
But that's
saying
what
I'll
she's
say
using
all-
against Crystal. Even anything she told her in private, she's now coming out and trying to say it and use it against her, and that's shitty.
They twisting it.
All right, I'm ready. You
Wicked.
ready?
Any panel, like, Wicked, any panel I've been on with Sweet, I've been on with you, right?
Mhm. Girl, I don't care if you called her and talked
Did I
about
ever-
me and you had a bad day
did
and
I
you were
ever say
pissed.
my
I don't
dad
care.
abused-
That's
Did
life.
I ever say that?
I don't give a
Crystal's
shit.
not like that. She doesn't act.
Yeah,
that
but
way.
I'm not like that either. I don't care if Janelle or Anna or anybody had a shitty day about me. You know what I used to do? I used to go on Google and be like, "Hey, y'all, Sweet's upset with me. I'm gonna go off. You all let her come in and talk about me. Get it out. Say whatever she needs to say.
Oh, no,
Whatever. It
Wicked
doesn't
used to
hurt my
come
feelings.
and be
Be
like,
there for her
hey,
as a
like,
friend."
be there for Sweet. Please be
Yeah.
there for Sweet. She's going through it. Like, Wicked said that even after they had a falling out. She would be like, be there for Sweet. She's going through it. Help her through this. Talk her down. Blah, blah, blah. Like she never not cared. Like, it's ridiculous.
All right, go ahead, Anna. I'm tired of this.
No, I found the live, but I'm trying to find the moment where she says it so we don't listen to the whole thing.
I know. I'm sorry. I think we're on a
Or
phone
you
call,
could
but we're
just,
not.
I know
Listen
when
to
she was
Crystal,
telling
take a breath.
Emma about it all. That was a good one. Yeah, where she literally trashed her whole fucking family.
Wow.
Just let them hear what she says about it. Crystal's family and Crystal.
Okay.
But I need coffee. Oh, it's storming here. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Where do I take off the Bluetooth? There we go.
Ah!
getting sleepy. Turn off the live.
Under this, like, that's what I'm trying to explain to everyone too. Like, when we went there, we were told certain things and we believed certain things.
Oh,
And then
no,
the
Laura,
second
you
we
can't
got
say
there, it
that.
was
You
like,
do
don't tell
matter.
people about this. Don't tell everyone about this. And we were like, okay, relax. Like, we won't. Like, and it was just got weird. She kept thinking we were talking behind her back or something. And we were always on TikTok. And I hadn't been on in a week. Wait, I got back, and it still was 2 days later when I got on. She'd already spread all these things that had happened well before we even got on.
Yes, when I see one of them, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like you've been sharing your your travels, and like that is not what I'm seeing. Like, what the fuck is this woman on?
Right. And I mean, honestly, if I wanted to watch a case, I could have stayed home and watched them. Like, we have tons of cases in Canada. I could have stayed home. I spent pretty close to $2,000 getting there and back, and food and alcohol and all that stuff, and sweet hat paid for like the Airbnb and the car, and we had the mess up with the car where I got charged and so did she, and so we were out of
That's not
$1,000
true.
right
Sweets
from,
told
like,
me
the
her card
beginning.
got declined
Like
because
500 for her
insufficient
and
funds.
almost 500 for me, and like we weren't complaining. Like, the town itself was really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. It was
A
just,
number of times. I love the rain. It's gorgeous weather. It's my favorite weather. I love the gray skies. Like, it's absolutely beautiful here. I love the trees. I'm from Arizona. We only have all of these freaking cactus here. You know, up north they got some trees, but we don't down here in the valley. The trees are gorgeous. I'm excited to see the lightning bugs. Like,
yeah.
we literally lifted this girl up, made her dinner every night. Even one night, she left a bowl out on the patio in the rain. Mind you, our Airbnb host, just so everybody's aware, was not a normal Airbnb host. She was a super host, and she lived next.
Self-defense, I did, and I also brought that bowl in the next morning and said, "Oh my God, let you
Crystal, let them listen back.
Crystal, mute yourself for a minute so that we can hear it, and then we'll discuss it after it
I'm
plays.
sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
Pissing me off.
No, you can good.
That's
You can
okay.
keep on talking. You can keep on
Door.
talking.
So she can walk over at any time
It's okay.
and see
You
her
can keep on
plates,
talking whatever
her
I know
dirty
you're mad.
food all over them, plates
I'm here
left
for you.
outside on the table.
Beer
I
can.
cleaned them up. Like, that's not good etiquette. This is not our home.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that in my home.
And again, we never complained an ounce about it until 2 days after we got home. And we find out she wasn't just doing it. Like, when we left, she was talking about us from the second we got there. And we didn't realize that. Yeah, like the Monday night, she was calling people, asking for money and texting them. And
She
then
told
telling-
us that Monday night. She said, I'm going to get Wicked. I'm going to get Cage and Navy Jen. They didn't come here. I'm going to have them send us money. And me and Chanel are going, that's not a good idea. That's really not a good idea. And she's like, but I only have this much money. And we're like, okay. And I'm negative. And she's down to a little bit because of that whole mix up with the car place.
Yeah.
Which we had to get fixed, which took like all week to get fixed. And we were like having to yell at these people, like, fix what you did to our accounts. And the whole time, she's like talking about manipulating people. And she was doing, the other day I said she was pacing, and people were like, well, it's a really hard situation. Of course she was pacing. I'm not talking about, she was pacing like a person who was stressed out. I'm talking about she was pacing and hitting stuff, and her eyeballs were all big, and she was whacking out and doing all this jerky stuff. And when we were in the court, she was doing that shit, and the lady sitting in front of me sent a text. I watched her send it. Her letters on her screen were huge, like she couldn't see her screen, so she like upsized them. And she said that she was being dramatic, rolling her eyes and everything, because she was whacking the pew in the fucking courthouse, like rocking back and forth, acting crazy and insane. We kept chopping it up to, she's just in pain. This is just a thing. So we're in the car and she's talking about how she does meth. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, God, she's on the come downs.
I'm like, wait a minute.
And she tried to say that she's not on it anymore, but I mean, just the behaviors that we saw, we're not really sure.
But
Then they
we've
come
got
and they
this
tell her,
out
like, you're gonna have to leave the court. The bailiff literally comes up, the sheriff guy, like with the stuff on, comes up and he pulls her out of the courthouse, like, you're gonna have to leave if keep being dramatic or whatever. I didn't know what the conversation was. Me and Janelle are still in the courthouse, in the courtroom, listening to the case. We don't know why she got pulled out. We're not gonna get pulled out with her. She's getting in trouble with a cop.
Right.
Literally comes back in. I lean forward. I'm leaning over the pew. I like rub her shoulder. He calls me out. He's like, I think I got the right person. If you're making faces with her, you're gonna have to leave. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not making any faces.
That was day one. And the jury that all got picked, they've lived in this town since most of them their whole lives. And
small town.
All seen like what had already been gone down and read the news articles and like they saw what they wanted to see, right? Like,
remember, guys, there was a gag order.
And she lied about a number of things. She lied to us, and we did not know. Like, she said he was like caught red-handed. Like, it was a done deal. Like, he did it. He admitted it.
He did.
She never told us that her dad had blood on his belt, and blood on his shoes, and
his pants.
From touching his dead wife.
And the washing machine wasn't tested. One cop was saying the clothes were wet. The other cop was saying they were dry. And they had to be dry because they were in a paper bag. And if they were wet, they would have been put into the plastic bag and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And so, I mean, like, all the stuff they had, there was none of his DNA on any of the weapons that were used. Like,
they were... And her uncle, who was a cop, walks right into his other cop buddies and his family members, and the lady they said was the DA, but I still haven't been able to find her information. And he says that if Jordan gets off, I'm going to make him disappear. And they all think that this is normal.
Yeah.
And I'm going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Your uncle is literally like a dirty cop. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wonder how he'd like to hear that.
It was nuts. And then, like, also the first day we get there, there's an aunt, and we're just, trying to be polite, having conversation. And the first thing out of her mouth is, well, this is the third murder for this family, and one of them still is unsolved, and blah, blah, blah.
She said there was a murder in 1977. She said there was a murder in 2003. She said they were all about rugs. She said that Crystal's dad was on rugs when this all went down. The Schmurders.
I never heard a toxology report, which she said that Jordan was also on Perks, if everyone remembers, but there was no toxology report to prove that.
She made that lady that was trying to get custody of him because he didn't have anyone. She made that lady out to be a pervert and a monster. We don't really know her story, but we believed her.
Yeah,
we believed her. And then we get out there and her uncle's talking
one
about
thing real quick. The lady and the guy that they're referring to are adult grown people giving this kid
Are me and Janelle
drugs.
going to get home safe? Because a police officer just told the other police officers and the DA that he's going to unalive someone and disappear them.
Yeah.
Like, should we be scared? I didn't want to talk to my husband. Listen, I didn't want to talk to my husband on the phone and tell him what was going on. For one, because I didn't want him to be like worried to death.
Yeah.
For two, because I was afraid to utter the words. I was scared. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say what I thought was going to happen. I didn't want to say what the officer said. The related officer, when the aunt has run up to us and started dumping on us about how the cops hid the Schmurders before, nobody got in trouble for them. They were about rugs. I'm like, wait, what? How many Schmurders have happened in your family, and how many people are doing the meth? Like, this is too much for me, buddy.
And it was sad too because, like, Jordan's mom did Nettie, and she seemed really nice, and I really do hope that what she's saying is true.
She wants to say hi to you. Oh, sorry. I can't.
She was on drugs and she quit. She works at a rehab facility.
Took accountability.
Yeah, she's been in and out, like, from back and forth from it. And I mean, apparently she's been almost 4 years clean, which is amazing. But I mean, unfortunately, like this young boy, his whole life had a raw deal, a very raw deal. And it's sad. And it's like, I
didn't hear any of those grown-ups saying he needed to get help. He needed to get counseling. We tried to help him. I didn't hear any of that. In fact, when Crystal was on break,
up until February, and then that happened in April. So literally 2 months before this happened, the DCF or whatever you guys call it out there shut his case down.
Wow.
And while Crystal was on break, she would go on the YouTube where they were live streaming it and write in the comments, I want to jump through this screen talking about like harming the boy. And I'm like, you're in the courtroom with him. Why would you go out on break and write that on YouTube? It's weird.
Yeah.
Like, nobody was like, please let this, like, we failed him. He needs help. Nobody.
Right.
Nobody said that.
Other than his mother. His mother did admit that.
He got in a truck and drove off a truck he didn't know how to drive.
Yeah.
And drove off. I was like, why would he do that? I kept trying to figure it out. I was like, why would he go to the pizza place? Why would he go to his friend's house? What was he doing? Was he just like, cool, I just unalived someone, I'm going to go chill with people? That doesn't make sense. It never added up. I couldn't figure it out until I was sitting here thinking, maybe, theory, okay? He was running scared, didn't know, went to his friend's house, didn't know what to say, was like, I'm going to go get some pizza. I don't know. This is where I normally go
Mind
get
you, the
food. I'm
kid
just going to
supposedly
go
just
here. I
saw
don't
a
know.
horrific murder.
He was freaking out, running scared because he just watched his fucking grandma and little brother get unalived because he stood on that stand and said that his grandpa did it and he saw it.
Yeah.
He actually said that.
Yes.
It's on YouTube. You can go and watch it.
The whole
I
thing
haven't.
is on YouTube.
Oh no, I haven't watched it yet because I'm so mad about the whole fucking thing.
He said multiple different things in the beginning to the police, but on the stand, he said he saw his grandpa do it.
Wow.
That means Gypsy Rose
Wow.
is innocent
From
too,
a
sweet.
involved family, crooked cop. Like, this is too much. This is weird.
Yeah.
This is not adding up.
Again,
I'm
like,
sitting in the fucking waiting room with the guy who probably done it.
Yeah.
And I got this crazy person screaming at us all the time, saying crazy things out of pocket, which she used to do on live. She'd jump down off of live and she'd message everybody and be like, did this just happen? And we'd be like, no, calm down. That's not what happened. And we'd have to explain stuff to her. Didn't know that was like how she's going to be in real life. She would like yell stuff out like, you guys are calling my dad a murderer. You're calling my dad a murderer. You're calling my dad like on repeat. And we were going, wait, what? Nobody said that. That conversation did not happen. Nobody said that. And we were just sitting here like, what the fuck? Or she starts screaming, you said my sister can't have the address. You won't get my sister the address. Nobody will let my sister have the address. And we're both sitting there going, your sister was just here. What are you talking about?
Like, she dropped you off. You had a fight with her and then chased her down the road. Like.
Yeah. Got in a fight with her sister because her sister doesn't think that her son did it. And Crystal doesn't, and she thinks that their dad did it. And Crystal doesn't think that. When there's blood on him, like, wait, what? This is not how it was explained to us.
It was
so
his
now
own
we're there
DNA.
to support. What are we there to support at this point? Because our lives are in danger.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And
Surprised she can
the
go to
whole
the store
time,
by
we
herself.
if we ate out, we fed her. Like, we didn't ask her for money, not a cent, not anything. The whole time. And she's going around telling everybody we kicked her out and we asked her for money.
Or that we wouldn't feed her. And that
we were making meals. Janelle had me stop at a farm stand and we had this huge basket of strawberries.
Yeah.
When we didn't have meals, we had snacks put out. We put out a cheese tray with crackers. We put out chips and dip. We put out strawberries. We made dessert. We made strawberry shortcake. We like put the sugar and strawberries in the fridge over like a few hours. Like after dinner, we would clean up the whole dinner mess, her plate, everything. She'd just walk away like a 5-year-old. which we didn't complain about. We just cleaned it. We were trying to be there for her.
Complaining now, nonstop.
And then to find out she'd been talking about us this whole time. And again, we weren't even going to say anything. We didn't even get on till 2 days later. Like,
Oh, bullshit.
We talked about it in the car on the way home, and we were like, let's not talk about our experience. Let's not talk about this place. It was really scary. I'm thankful to God, which is something you don't hear me say ever, that I got home. Like, I literally was like, what the fuck is going on here? This is a lot. I was raised in a household with a rug addict, and this is still a lot for me. People are coming online calling me prissy bitch and all this stuff, saying that I made fun of poor people. I didn't make fun of any poor people. I said the crime scene photos show the house, and the house is not of poor people. The house is of Texas Chainsaw Massacre we haven't cleaned in 10 years. Like,
exactly.
And they're like, oh, this is a loving home where they took in these boys. I'm like, they wouldn't even clean the potty
Mind
for
you,
the 7-year-old
Janelle, did you not
to use
lose your
it.
children because they said your house was
Like,
messy?
what?
Oh, my bad.
And it's not that they didn't clean it since last week. It was like they didn't clean it in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, this
For the
is
chat,
scary
Janelle
shit,
lost her
dude.
kids because her house was disgusting and dirty. So,
Like, am I
yeah.
in the Twilight Zone? And to come online and say those things, to say that I walked up, to say that let's back up for a second. To say that I would walk up to a mother and
Perfect
say,
stranger too.
how does it feel that your one son unalived your other son? To say that I would
You were
say that to
interviewing
someone.
everybody as they came
You
out of the
guys,
courthouse.
are you guys serious right now? You
As soon as I heard that, I was like, there's no way. There's no way the nicest person I have met on TikTok has said that.
Right.
Literally, thank you for saying that. Because, like, I would never say that to a mother. I would never. These people were trauma dumping on us the second we got there. They wanted to tell us all kinds of everything.
Yeah,
And
we were like
needed to say those things. And Crystal kept saying, don't talk to her. She's crazy. Don't talk to my sister. No, don't talk to my aunt. And I was like, I'm not going to just say, shut the fuck up, don't talk to me in the middle of somebody telling me something.
Right.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm going to stand here and listen to what
this whole press pass thingy that you were, and the press pass thing, that was not what you were trying to get. But then occasionally Jen said, oh, you want to see a press pass? Walks all the way to her fucking car and whips out a fucking press pass.
Yeah, because
I was like, this is what you needed, sweet.
Yeah.
What
You
the
can't just
heck?
walk up and get a press pass, you stupid bitch. You have to be a member of
And
the
she was
press.
talking to her
Attention
client.
to reporting on this case. I did not say, hey, we're going to tell you all about this case and what happens. I said, if you guys are sending Crystal messages, just know that our phone's in her car. She cannot get to them right away. But please keep sending all the love and support you can. That's what my video was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't sweet. You were reporting.
I
and talking
am
in a
dumbfounded
reporter
that
voice.
we're driving
You
there,
lying
me and
bitch.
Janelle, and she Shed is online with us, and she's like, hey, why don't you see if you can get a press pass in case you, like, you know, you get anything that you could, like, bring back to TikTok and talk about, or, like, record anything, because we didn't know that it was going to be broadcasted. We had no idea. Nobody did. And I was like,
She
okay,
just
yeah,
said
we
she
might do
didn't get a
that.
press pass and now says she did.
And then we went there, and I had no intentions of doing that. And I was like, yeah, we're not really here for that. I don't really care about that. And if I was going to interview someone, listen for a minute here. If I was going to interview someone, why would it be Crystal, the aunt, who was like estranged for a few years prior
Yeah,
to
I hadn't been there in like 4 years
and
or something.
is estranged right now? Why would that be the person I interviewed?
Yeah, she believes everything the aunt said.
That doesn't even make sense. So when we get there, Crystal, literally, we're walking up the hill from the parking place where we thought we had to park the first day we parked. And we're walking up the hill and she's going, please, 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 don't make anybody think that I sold you guys my story, okay? And I was like, what?
Yeah.
What story? I was like, that's silly. Nobody would think you sold us anything. We're your friends that came here to support you. You invited us here. Like, I didn't know why she was saying that. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
We go in the building. Mind you, I've never been away from my children for 7 days. They say no phones. No phones, no purses, no nothing. All I can bring in is like my car key, and I'm freaked out. And so I say, who can bring in their phones? We start seeing all these people with phones. Well, they're press or they work there. So I say, hey, how does somebody acquire a press pass? Just like that. I don't say me. I don't say anything like that to the bailiff. He says, what do you mean? What do you need that for? I'm like, what? And I'm like, no, I'm just wondering where you would get one. Well, I don't know. I ain't never seen one. Okay. I walk back over to the other door. Again, teeny tiny courthouse, 2 courtrooms.
Asking for
And I'm
a
standing there and I
press
hear the officers, the bailiffs or whatever they're called, going, is that girl the press? Oh, is she the press? Is that why she's asking for stuff? What does she need that for? Like, all of them are communicating loudly.
There was
I can hear
lots of
them.
press there.
And I'm like, what? So this is the first day impression, and not long after you hear the uncle saying that shit, and I'm like, this is a small town. They don't want press here. They don't want anything. I walk back over, I go, I'm sorry, no, I'm not the press, and I'm sorry for asking about a press pass. I don't need one. Like that. So they know, like, I'm not the press. I'm not here for a story. Nothing like that. I don't want any beef because they're freaking out. Why is that their reaction? That threw me off. That's a weird reaction. Why are you freaking out that someone might be the press?
There were countless news stations there. Countless.
The whole thing is crazy. I come online and I hear Wicked saying, no, sweet, screaming and cussing at me. Anna's cussing at me. I'm scrolling through. I'm like, Anna's lying.
And now they're talking to Keish and Jessica.
Anna's literally sitting up there going, I was on the phone with Crystal the whole time. No, she wasn't. Dave was on the phone.
And then she said we called Crystal bad names, which we didn't.
She said I called Crystal I never called her that. Anything like that. We were hugging her and making her meals and serving her meals and making her dessert and sitting outside smoking with her. I don't smoke cigarettes, but we were all sitting outside smoking, chasing after, like looking at the stars in the grass with her and chasing after fireflies while she was acting strange the entire time. We were still doing all these things, trying to keep her spirits up, like being like, do you want to watch a movie? Sitting outside having snacks with her after dinner time. She ate the entire time. Every single time she sat down to eat a meal, a snack, anything, every single time on repeat, she said, I never eat. I haven't eaten in 3 weeks. This is my first meal. Verbatim, over and over and over again. Every time she ate a meal. And I said to Janelle at one point, I said, why does she keep saying that? That's weird. Because by that point, I was scared shitless and ready to go home. The last night, in fact, I was like, I can't deal with much more of the screaming and yelling. It's a lot for me. It's trauma for me. I have borderline personality disorder. So there it is. I was abused by my ex-husband. I was beat up by my ex-husband. I was raped by a man in my car. I was stomped on, kicked, taken pictures of by the cops because my ex-husband was beating on me. It is traumatic for me to constantly hear her husband screaming, calling her a HO, a WH, an SL, telling her that she's cheating on him because she's at court every day. When she doesn't answer the phone fast enough, he calls on repeat and she finally answers it every single time in the house, outside the courtroom, everywhere. She has answered the phone in the car with us.
Bingo. She couldn't even stay for the whole bingo game because he was like calling.
He was screaming. Every time she answered on speaker, he was screaming. And I was like, I can't deal with much more of that. It is too much, to Janelle. And that was the last night when she was already telling us she was going to figure out what to do the next day. Then she tells us, oh, I'm going with my sister because it'll be easier so you guys don't have to like take me to the courthouse, bring me back to get my stuff in the morning, because it was our checkout day. We didn't know how long the court case was going to last. We planned out 7 days. We were there with her for like 5 of those days. 2 of those days was us just traveling home and traveling there. Yeah. And that's what we planned out for. 5 days is very gracious to spend with a person for a court hearing when we have lives too. Like, it's a lot of time away from our families and our lives. And I needed to get back home.
We were actually there this Sunday anyway, so it really was 6 days.
Oh yeah, we were with her on Sunday because we were doing the shopping and
Yeah.
All that, like, she did not go without. She was not starved. For her to call people up and literally lie and get them to pay
About
for
a phone charger.
2 days hotel.
Did you
She
tell her
was
about the phone
with
charger?
us. Yeah. Oh, it's the middle of the night. I'm asleep. And she's outside my door screaming. And she's like, you won't take me to get a phone charger. You won't take me to get a phone charger. And I was like,
It was
I'm
10
barely
o'clock
opening
in
my
the
eyes. And I'm like,
morning
what?
when she
And
made
she's
her
like,
walk.
yeah, you won't drive me. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, can I just get my shoes on real quick? Mind you, I'm in my pajamas, but that's okay. I've driven to the store many times in my pajamas. So I turn around to get my friggin' slippers or anything on my feet, and she runs out the front door, and I hear the front door like
After the
thing
video, I'll be
slam,
happy to share all the fucking
whatever
receipts
it's
and the
called.
bullshit lies that
And I
she's
like
saying.
get my slippers on and I like go towards the front door. Mind you, I'm not running because I'm barely awake. And I open the door and I'm like, Crystal.
Barely
Again,
awake.
my Airbnb hostess lives next door. Okay. So I'm not screaming in the middle of the night, but I'm like screaming in the middle of the night. And I'm like, Crystal. The whole time I'm thinking we're going to get in trouble for some shit. She has done way too much screaming. He has done way too much screaming. She has
Imagine
been running
needing to
around
be at court and somebody
neurotically
won't get
up
out of
and
bed and
down
take
the
you.
stairs
Honey.
and in the yard and just acting weird. And she just takes off down the street. So I go back in. I'm not going to go after her in the dark with no lights out. I'm sorry. Have you been to Tennessee? Where's the street lights, y'all?
In the
Can
dark.
you
You
get
just said it
some?
wasn't dark.
Get some. Okay, invest.
They don't put them up, you stupid bitch,
And I go
because of
back to the back
wildlife.
porch and I'm like, Janelle, she literally ran out the front door. And she's like, I know. I tried to tell her not to go down there for a phone charger. And mind you, what was
And they
it,
told her she could
Thursday?
use mine.
It was like Thursday
That was true,
or
Janelle. Then why did she
Wednesday,
look this
maybe
far
Wednesday
Bible?
night.
Wednesday
Fucking over
night.
these
So
lies
she's
and
been
bullshit.
using Janelle's charger Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all of Wednesday, and is now screaming at me while I'm asleep that I refused to take her to get a charger. I was like, when did the conversation happen? I'm asleep. But it's just like every time she started repeating something and gets stuck in this repeating of some sentence that didn't make sense and hadn't happened. Just like when she was like saying that we called her dad a murderer. That wasn't even the conversation that was happening. And we were like,
You've been
what?
calling her dad a murderer since he
I don't
fucking
know if
came
she
home,
meant
sweet.
like
It's not
court because
stopped.
that's part of the court we were on or what. It was like when she said we refused to let her sister have the address. Her sister had just been there. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right.
She was literally just here. Why are you saying that?
But your
And I
lives
should
were
have
in
known at that
danger.
point when she was saying weird stuff.
Fucking liar.
My mom said to me, maybe she had her phone privately on a phone call. And so she'd say the weird stuff to like manipulate somebody to thinking that she's responding to us. But that didn't happen because she was saying it on repeat. And I was like, that's a good thought, Mom, but I don't know.
That's what's a possibility.
Yes, she was
It's
FaceTiming with
Because
Cajun
why would you
Beauty
act
when
like
she
that?
was
It was
there.
so
But what does
bizarre.
that have to do with Crystal? Nothing. So if she's on
It
the
was
phone with
just
you
weird
all the
for
time,
somebody
then how
that,
was she
like,
there for Crystal, y'all? You know, I was on the phone listening. Crystal would walk down to a fucking tree and talk to me or whatnot. I literally heard her walking to the fucking store because I was on the phone with her.
You're on speaker again.
You know, here's the thing. I am not going to listen to no more bullshit. I know, sweet. Quit acting like I don't fucking know her because I've been on the phone talking to her for about a fucking year now. And do you think I thought for 2 seconds when I quit being friends with her that she'd air me out like she fucking did? No. So her true colors are fucking showing. I don't give a fuck what happened on those 5 days. You don't come home and trash somebody's family. She's wrong fucking period. I don't give a fuck what anybody else said. I am so over the bullshit with her and none of this should be happening to begin with. Period. Now, I'm not going to defend myself on fucking talking to somebody and trying to be there for them while they were at a court case because Sweet wants to fucking do all this drama.
You're on speaker.
She is the fucking
Crystal.
problem. I ain't got nothing to defend myself with. Ask whatever the fuck you want.
Wicked speaking.
This is ridiculous to be blown to this proportion. You all went there. You weren't there for period. I don't give a fuck if she's on a video chat with anybody. She needed to get a charger because her phone was going to die and her husband was going to call her and then he would think that she was out doing something. She's entitled to that, whether you like it or not. And if somebody don't want to get their fucking ass out of bed to take them somewhere, then what did you want her to do? She had every right to be to court every morning and depending on these people to get her there. And if they weren't, then I was going to make sure she had a fucking Uber.
Absolutely.
That's the end of the conversation. And if they want to sit and act like because they fed her, whatever, did they wipe her ass for her too? She wasn't there to party and drink every goddamn night, y'all. You act like she should be like entertaining these people. She was upset. Her mother was murdered at the end of the day. You know, I'm so sick of people coming out of the fucking woodwork like I wasn't on the phone with her talking to her. And when I was on the phone with her, I'll share all my fucking messages. It wasn't like she was being nasty about Sweet and Janelle and them. The first thing she said was, oh Lord, she's talking to my crazy aunt. Matches up with exactly what she's saying. Why was there a press pass talked about, period, before she even got there?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
We
Sweet has
stayed with
made
her on
herself
the
shown on this
phone.
fucking app for over a year. I know she has, because I fucking defended her fucking tooth and nail. So Cajun Beauty, good luck to you being her new buddy, because you're the one that's going to be defending her now. And if anything ever happens between you and her and you quit being friends, be ready, because she's going to tell everybody everything about you that you ever trusted and confided in her to say.
Absolutely.
Other than that, I wish you the best. But I don't want to hear because she's on the phone with somebody that means they know everything happened. And you know everything happened and was Sweet. And I know that you were on the phone with her fucking video chatting because Sweet was literally, she called me when Cindy came after her. Janelle and Sweet called me and left me a message that day. Now, I ain't got nothing to fucking lose in this. I'm 53 years old. This is drama and high school bullshit to me. And it's fucking ignorant bullshit. I'm not coming on here every goddamn day defending something I said and shit because it's dumb. It's stupid. And the fact is, she shouldn't be trashing Crystal. If she thinks Crystal's on meth, prove it. If she thinks her daddy's on meth, prove it. If she thinks her cop is a crooked cop, fucking come with the receipts. Prove it. If she thinks the whole town's corrupt because she's there for 5 days, prove it. If she thinks Sheena wants to kill her, prove it. If she thinks Cajun put a hit out on her, prove it. Until then, shut the fuck up. That's all I'm going to say on it.
What Wicked say?
Born, I don't think that Born was questioning that. I think she was questioning. She was just asking about Cajun
I
being
get
on the
that, but I
phone
keep
with her.
hearing, well, I was on the phone with her. You know,
Well, I
we did
haven't
what
heard
we
that
did
part.
out of the kindness of our hearts to be there for her. I was having
Absolutely.
conversations with her, supporting her. And now everybody's sitting up here having to defend themselves because of Sweet. Sweet is the fucking, the whole thing in this whole narrative. And she's shown herself from day one. I'm not going to continue arguing that. I would do it all over again. I don't care if she was a crack addict. I don't care if she was a meth addict. I don't care if she was an alcoholic. I don't care if she's a horrible person and it went bad. When she came home, she has no right to drag somebody's family. At the end of the day,
Absolutely.
everything she's accusing somebody else about, she's doing herself. So she
I
can
agree.
sit until she can prove it. She needs to shut the fuck up.
We were there literally with Crystal from the moment she left all the way till she got there, bought her charger, got her beer, because she got beer too. People, we know she did. She told us. She sat there for a
I'm
while.
sure she did.
We made sure she made it home all that night. So they can't say they gave it to her because no, they didn't. We were literally with her on the phone. We made sure she got home safe. This is ridiculous that they're saying that it didn't happen when things did happen. It's ridiculous.
It's disgusting.
Very disgusting. But like I said, you know, I don't care. I don't think nothing
More
she's
people not
doing
gonna
is
show
right.
them. They're saying she didn't stay at.
I don't think nothing she's done since before she got back. I don't think nothing that she's done this whole part of it is right.
And this is for the new people. They're saying that she got money, that Miss Crystal got money from.
She refused money from me.
She refused money from Keisha and I both.
That she didn't stay at the hotel, that she got the money, that she kept the money, whatever she used it for, whatever it was. Here's the proof. I got her the hotel. This is what I paid. This is where I had to fill out. I sent my, I had to send my card's information because it was under her name. So up here, it's my credit card, so I can't show that. But I'm showing to where they're saying where I got it for her, and where my charges were. This is where where they sent me the email and where I paid for it. It's like, it's not AI. I've showed several times throughout this live. My bank account It's from my bank account where they charge me. It's just ridiculous. Don't say and don't lie on her. That's all we ask. Don't lie about her
Yeah.
family.
And I
Don't lie
forgot,
about me. She's been running her
Born,
mouth
Or
about me
any
for
of
months.
us.
And here's
yeah,
the thing. I want to say one more thing because I had to walk away because I'm getting pissed over shit on the internet, which is ridiculous. I have no issue with Cajun Beauty. Never have. I have not had an issue with anybody on this fucking app. Never have. I never made videos on people. I don't talk on people except Cindy Lou, who I have. Other than that, prove it to me.
I
Because
have,
if I've
and you
talked in
got settled
confidence
on
with
your
her
life.
over the time, trying to help her, fine, use it against me. But Crystal is not a meth addict, and that's wrong. And no one on this app would like being called that. No one would like them be calling their father that and all this
Can you hear
stuff.
Miss Crystal?
It's crazy.
Okay.
Like I said, I got y'all's back, and I will shout it to the rooftops that everything that anybody is saying about Crystal is 100% wrong. That if it's not the truth, and I know the truth, I trust what Crystal has said. I believe 110% what Crystal has told me and what y'all have told me. And like I said, I talked to her while she was on that. I talked to Crystal
And I appreciate that. I appreciate
one
that.
time while she was on that trip, and I don't believe everything Cajun Beauty says. That's why Nellie's. I'm telling Born down
I
in
know,
the
and I'm
chat.
not upset with Born. Born's a sweet person. I
I
have
know,
no
I'll
but
problem
get
with
it.
I'm just
everyone. I just
saying.
feel like this is getting blown
Me?
so far out
I
of
just wanted
proportion.
to explain to you that Born wasn't calling you any kind of
No,
liar.
and I don't think she
You just
was. I'm
know
just letting
how
her
I
know
was.
that
Yeah.
watch your back because I was her friend too. I stood 10 toes down and stood up for her for months. And now she's throwing me under the bus like I'm some shitty person because I don't want to be her friend because she's calling out everybody and her brother and sister in videos. And I don't want to be associated with that. So
Well,
be careful. That's all I'm saying. Other than
In
that, I don't have a
between
problem.
Cajun Beauty Bayou, we had a problem happen before. It had gotten settled. We had been
It had
several
nothing to
times
do with
already
me.
here on your app, on your live. She had been on there. We were both. We settled it up. We continued talking like nothing happened. All of a sudden, she brings more shit that didn't even happen and shit and stuff that don't even go, making up lies. Like shit, don't keep on going. Drop it, leave it. Enough is enough.
well, like I said, anytime Sweet's name's brought up, I always refer back to this, and I believe Crystal 110%. I think that what they did was 1,000% wrong. I don't care if you went there to be a support system. You went
And
there
that's
to
what
be
we're
a
saying.
friend.
But you all don't realize she's been on live after live every night running her mouth. Every night.
One day, 4 lives in one day. And these are
Wow.
sweet. There's
Post her
some that
lives
goes
on the
really
fucking
bad.
whatever. Y'all can watch them.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, no, because I don't follow her. I don't realize, I don't see the lives and stuff.
Right. Nobody
I,
sees what she's doing. That's the
and,
problem.
and it
That's why
needs to
that's why
be,
Crystal's so upset, and it's making her look crazy that she's coming on here saying stuff because nobody's seeing what's being said and why she's defending herself. You know what I mean? So that's why she's upset. They're talking about her family. Crystal
well,
said she can
Crystal,
talk
I
about
love
her
you,
all she
girl.
wants, but just don't talk about her family. That's all she's
Right.
asking.
Crystal, this is Stephanie. I love you, girl. I'm going to go run the streets. And you just keep your head up and your head high and don't listen to these kindergarten bullshit that's going on. You know what you know, and it sucks. And like I said, I'm gonna put some bugs in some ears and see if we can't get some foyas and
I'm just
see
going to
how
go
she
post
likes
the
it.
whole thing, and people can
Well,
decide whatever the hell they want.
I'm gonna
I
look
don't
into her
care.
brother's case and see how she likes it. Maybe get a little team together and deep dive. Maybe get Audrey on it. See how that all pulls out. And
No, guys, I don't want anybody to do that because
no,
I don't want to affect
I
her.
want her to know how it feels. You know, she's
I
the
know,
one
but
that thinks it's all fair game.
that don't just affect her. That affects her family, her brother's wife.
That shows you're a better
I don't want that.
person.
I just want her to stop with me. I don't want all that.
That shows you're a better person, and I'll stand down. But I'm telling you, if she hits my right button, I will. I don't care. But anyway, I love you, girl.
And I
Keep
don't
your
care
head
if
up.
it just involves her, but it would involve her family,
It would.
and people that are not. I don't want people to do that. I don't.
It would.
Like people keep saying that, and like I don't want people to do that. Like, and not just because it would hurt Sweet, but it would hurt her brother's wife, his kids.
It would, because I would call and want an interview with her wife, or
Yeah,
his
like,
wife. So that it would hurt her whole family. But so I'll stand
yeah, so
down.
I
But
don't
you
want
just
that. I don't want
well,
that. Like,
you're a better person than I am. So I'll stand down for you, and you just know that you're supported and loved. Okay.
And the thing is, Miss
I appreciate
Deftone,
that.
she gets people in her lives, and some of these people do believe what they're saying, and this
I
is what
know.
worries
I
Crystal.
see it. People I thought were
Because
friends. I see it.
some people don't know about Crystal's case, what it is. Now she's playing it on her live, going in and there, and already playing the case and calling everything bull. Like it's just a mess. Like, and some people are believing her. And all you need is a few to pass it around to everyone that believes it, goes and pass it to 10 more. And those 10 more keeps on passing and it keeps on growing. Before you know it, this is all crazy.
Oh, I know. People like Emma and Emma Piggy, I thought were my friends, or I thought at least cared a little, and they're like me right now. So, yeah, I know. I know that.
I panel hop more than she does, and I'm probably liked more than she is. So I spread my shit too. Now what? I spread the truth. Now what? I go, hey, did you hear X, Y, and Z?
No, I don't know what to do, guys. If I should ignore it or go harder, I don't know. I'm not used to dealing with it.
Well, I won't bring it up unless it's brought up to me. But if it's brought up to me, I will tell
I'm
the
not saying I
truth.
don't want people to like. But what's the best approach? Like, I don't know. Like, ignore it, and it'll like I don't know. Like, I don't think.
Well, she ain't gonna drop it unless she's forced to. Cause look, hell,
Exactly.
she still talks about anything to get her attention.
She still went in today on live talking shit. Like, that's what makes me mad. This morning is that they're saying that she kept the money, and it's ridiculous. You know, she didn't get the money.
She didn't even send me the money. Send it to the hotel directly. Like,
they're only making up things. They're getting things and they're changing it around, and it's just ridiculous. Just freaking stop making shit up. What happened happened. Just get over it. Stop talking about her family. Stop talking about her and move on. Let it go.
Well, I think it's pretty damn low that she's gonna kick a woman while she's down. Somebody that she called a friend, and knowing that you're going through this, and then she's just gonna kick you while you're down. I think it's pretty fucking shitty.
And this is not just Sweet. That's the thing. A lot of people, it's both of them. It's Sweet and Janelle. Sorry, I just barely noticed somebody wanted to come up. It's not just one. It's both of them. It's like it's sad. Things need to stop as it is. Can't see the name. Oh no.
It's Abby.
Okay,
Abby.
I didn't know if you wanted to come up.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was actually in chat on one of the panels when Crystal come up to sort of tell her side of the story, and that. And to be honest, I actually felt really sorry for her. For what she was going through. I don't know really what else to say. Like the Sweet as Honey thing, like there was all that drama before. And
Is that Avi? I love Avi.
Yeah. Hey, sweetie. Hey, darling. Yeah, I with that Sweet as Honey thing, like I didn't realize her other name, and she ended up friending me, and she sent me a message the other day saying something, and I actually really didn't realize who I was talking to because she changed. She's got another alternate
Bambi
account
May.
or whatever. Yeah.
When she was crying.
And I
Yeah.
can't keep up with all this, like changing names and alter, all that sort of stuff. Like but as soon as when Crystal come up on, I forget I don't know whether it was Keish or Kai's, or I'm not sure. I think it was Keisha's live where Crystal had come up and sort of explained herself a bit about the situation. And I don't know, I was just like, wow, like if she's doing this after experience what she had with her brother, but she's doing it to somebody else, but was she doing it for the publicity? Was she doing it to, like, I don't know. So I ended up just
Attention
like
whore.
realizing, oh my God, like she's still causing trouble. Like, yeah, I'm blocking, like, so I blocked her. So the other day. But I honestly didn't realize it was her.
It's okay,
Um,
Abby. I understand. And you're trying to be a fair person and you were listening and you didn't know the whole situation. And, you've always been nice to me, regardless of me defending Sweet and everything else. And I think you were always kind of sweet, regardless of everything else. And, totally understandable. I get it.
oh yeah, like I'm not going to be,
I get it.
like
Well,
disrespectful.
girls, I love y'all.
But
Love you,
when it
Miss
happens
Deftone.
like
Bye-bye
that,
Thank
now.
you
like,
for
yeah,
everything. Thank you so much, Deftone.
bye, sweetheart. Like, yeah, yeah, I just think it's just gets when it gets messy like this. And then going on about, well, if you went there to help her, why are you complaining about like money and whatever and all that? Like, you obviously offered to take her, and yes, she admitted on that live that I was in the panel with, like, I think I'm sure it was Keisha's.
Are
I'm
you
not
ready
sure.
for bed,
I
baby?
can't remember.
Yeah, she
But
don't like Kish.
yeah, but she did say that, yeah, I got, intoxicated and I have been for a while and I was messy and I was this. She admitted that she was all that.
Yeah.
And I
She
put
does
in the
have issues.
comments,
She
I
does
said,
have
as you
issues.
would be with the situation that you're dealing with. Just like, and this is where I don't get it, like with Sweet as Honey, she'd been through a similar thing with her brother. Like, but
That I
then
stood
she's
up for,
going on
yeah.
about rugs and all this sort of stuff. But wasn't her brother involved in rugs and that, and that's how he
Yes, he
ended up?
was. Yes,
See, so don't be pointing the finger like that either. Like, don't do that. Like, it just starts getting like really out of control
exactly.
and
Just
just
let it
really
go. Like,
disrespectful.
stop,
Like, yeah.
delete, everybody delete, and let it
Yeah, and why
go.
was she there? If she was there for support, or was she doing a fancy? Like, what was
Probably
she
a little bit of
doing?
both.
Yeah. But,
But the thing with Sweet is Sweet don't know how to let something go. That's the problem.
Baby, love you.
You don't know how to let it go.
well, yeah, I was just really disheartened, and I just thought, wow, like, okay, like, I thought we were all over this sort of thing. Like,
Yeah.
And
yeah,
we're
I
saying,
was sort of offended by the nail thing in the beginning. That's what did
Which
me.
everybody defended her for and tried to help her. Yeah.
But,
maybe all we're saying, Miss AB, if she
hey,
deletes everything from Crystal, she stops talking about her family and Crystal, we'll stop talking. We will never mention her name. We won't talk shit about her.
yeah, true,
They won't
sweetheart.
exist to us. That's all we want. Stop it. And that's it. That's
But she
it.
didn't like
Delete
it
it.
being done
Stop
to
it.
her. This is what I'm
No, she
saying. Like,
didn't.
when the situation happened with her brother, she didn't like it being done to her.
But she
And
switches everything to be her. Everything's about her. Now this case is about her, not Crystal. I don't know. I've defended her one too many times for too long, and I'm not doing it no more. And she's making her own problems, and she knows what her brother went through. She know how she felt when that was all talked about. Why can't she just have the same decency and respect in return, regardless of what happened or why? It doesn't matter. But you don't call people an addict or anything when they're not. That's wrong.
well, see, she wouldn't like that being said about her brother, would she?
Right. No, she wouldn't. She would not.
See, and I
And,
don't believe that anybody should say that sort of stuff. And, and I did feel sorry for her at the
I did
time,
too.
like when, she did that happen
I
with her
lost everybody
brother.
to even speaking to me because I defended her. Do you realize that? Like, everybody quit talking to me.
Oh my
Everybody
God,
hated
yeah.
me. And they never did anything to me, all because I defended her.
What, Miss Crystal?
I just said that I defended her too over that. I lost many friends over that. Her brother.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
but see, it's not like, it shouldn't happen that way. Like, I don't know about Crystal's case. Like, this is the first time it had been brought to my attention when I was on with friends
right.
on that panel and things were happening over there. So I was just like,
This is
well,
something
like,
Crystal's
it's
been waiting
happening
for 4
again.
years.
you know, it's happening again, like meaning with Sweetest Honey, like, you know, and yeah, and then I just thought, you know, I just went into my thing and I thought, well, I didn't know, like I actually gave you a bit of grace and said, you know,
And then
I'm
that's
really sorry that
understandable.
your
That's a good
brother
person. That just
and
means you're
stuff
a
like
good
that.
person.
And then I just blocked again. I just blocked her again on that account, like, and then yeah, I thought, no, I'm not being a part of this. I'm not
And
doing it.
don't get in the middle of it, honestly, because it's just a hot mess right now. And you know, it's just my thing is how do you say something like that about people you don't even know? How can you talk about Crystal's family when you don't know her upbringing? You were never there. You aren't their daughter. You were in a town for 4 nights and you act like you know the everything in the world, and that's crazy. You
But apparently it was like the Chainsaw Massacre horrors, the house, like that you hadn't cleaned in
Yeah.
for 50
Her
years.
daddy was
All
he
this
was a
nasty
country
stuff.
boy who was a dairy farmer. They got the house from working and doing. Somebody gave it to him. And it was old and run down. They didn't have a lot of money, but they did the best that they could. But that doesn't mean that they did not love their grandchildren. And that's basically what she's saying, that they weren't loved, they weren't cared for, they didn't ever get him help. And, you know, she's making assumptions of stuff she knows nothing about.
And if she wasn't financially funded to go on this trip to take Crystal or whatever, then why did she take her? Like, why did she, like, why is she
She
going
knew
on
that
about,
Crystal has lost her job before she went. She knew Crystal lost her job because of the trial. In order to go
yeah,
to the
but
trial, she
Sweetest
was not
Honey is
allowed to,
saying
she was
that, you
not able
know,
to get
I
the
used
time
my
off to
last
go.
dollar, I used my last this, I used my last that. Well, then why did you go on the trip in the first place if
Right,
you were that low funded? Like, what was the benefit? Like, yeah, to sort of support a friend, you can do that other ways. Like, you don't
right.
have to go on a, you know, 5 or 7 day trip
Stephanie
away
supported
from
me
your
more than
family.
they did.
What was that, Dylan?
What, Crystal? She asked what?
I just said Hannah and Stephanie supported me more from states away than they did in person. Like,
Yeah,
You know, and they
yeah.
think
And I
all of
was
our
really,
conversations were about them, and I wasn't. I was just like, how you doing today, Crystal? You know, I know it's hard. You're seeing it. She literally saw her mom unalive laying in the backyard. Like, have a little compassion. Have a little compassion. You know, this is her mother that she loved dearly. And the fact that you're arguing with her about this right now, not you, I mean, Sweet and them, is crazy. The fact that she's upset because she saw a footprint on her mother's back and then her nephew's head blanked in, and you're sitting here arguing with her about how her mother raised her, or what? Eh,
no,
I
I'm
just,
sorry, Crystal, but, you know, you saying that, you did say that you got messy on that live with us. You did say that you did. You admitted that
yeah,
you did.
I was all over
And
the place. I
rightfully
completely agree.
so,
I was
sweetheart, because you're upset. But you know what? Everyone forgets, you know, does Sweetest Honey forget that she got messy too when her
right,
brother, you know,
yeah.
so what, you know, everyone with these goldfish memories, like it's just, yeah, it's
like,
just,
I don't know how you're supposed to act when you see your mother with a footprint on her back laying face down behind the house with your 7-year-old nephew. I don't know how you're supposed to act in that situation. I acted the only way I don't know. Like, I acted how I acted.
but
I don't know
Dylan,
how
you
anybody else.
incriminated yourself by saying that, yes, I was rinking. I was doing this. I was messy. I was, you know,
Hmm.
and, you know, you didn't deny it, Dylan. Like, so what's
Well, that's
her
been my
argument
fault.
about
I
it?
will admit all my fault. Like, I'm not going to say I was perfect. Like,
Like,
No,
and
but you did
before she
admit it,
left,
sweetheart.
the Airbnb, Miss Crystal still said, try to ask, like, I'm sorry for, because, yeah, maybe I was overreacting. I am sorry for all of this. And still, Sweet
Yeah,
didn't care
that's,
about it. She did not care. Janelle's like, I understand and I'm sorry for Sweet's actions. She did give a hug to Crystal, but Sweet didn't even care. And Crystal's like telling Janelle, you know, I tried to do this. I tried to say I'm sorry, to still take care of this like adults. But Sweet didn't even care. Janelle's over there for asking for forgiveness for Crystal instead of Sweet coming out and talking like adults and trying to forget everything, leave it there, and leave in good terms, because that's all Crystal
Yeah,
wanted
now
was
they're
leave in
saying
good
I love
terms.
you. Like
But
they
nobody was trying to unalive Sweet. That's the weirdest thing ever. They were not
No,
after
she's
her to
doing a
unalive her. That's
fancy.
so
She
weird.
really was doing a fancy. Like that just sorry, that when that
Yeah.
was
I
said, it was
mean,
just like, whoa, where have I heard this story
and then she
before?
was
Oh my
afraid
god.
Sheena was going to come get her. Like, it's weird.
Oh my god, like Jenna's too busy, like, you know, over there
Exactly. Like, she's going
licking
to go to jail
Morbid's
for
butt
Sweet as
for
honey. Get
show.
the fuck out of
So
here.
like, she's too busy licking Morbid's butt and they're too
Yeah.
busy running and fixing all this stuff with Rogie and everything.
Sweet is
So
the last thing on her radar. It's just bizarre. Like, all, and then crying that she thought she was so scared to be there. Whatever. That's so stupid because
well,
it's
then
a
don't
small
go.
town.
Well then
The
don't
whole
go.
town. She's afraid of the whole town. She was afraid of her cop uncle. You name it. She was scared to death.
I'll just say, if she was so scared, she had the vehicle. Why didn't she just get the vehicle and leave? She was that scared. Why stay in the same place she was at? Why not just
Exactly.
get her vehicle? If you're really scared for your life, I wouldn't have cared. I would have left. That's simple. I wouldn't have stayed somewhere where I'm thinking something's going to happen to me. Why risk myself and my life for something?
But what is the ulterior motive of supporting someone? I'm sorry, I'm just seeing it as they're not really
Yeah,
supporting the
it's fine.
person. It's self gain.
It's hard for me to
That's what
say
I'm
because I
feeling.
quit being friends with Sweet and she's so pissed off at me she can't see straight. So I'm an enemy no matter what. You know, so
I
I don't
probably
know
will be
though.
now
Like I
too.
thought it started out with pure intentions, but like the first day they were like trying to get trespasses and like interrogating my family. So it's hard to say. Like I thought they came for support, but when they were there, it's more like they were wannabe reporters covering a case. That's just how I felt.
and you know what they said? They said, well, they're going to have to find another case with people that they don't know and do it that way.
That they're
So
not
yes, they were
impactful.
there trying to report on a case.
Well, why did it come up about the press pass? Like, why even bring that up then?
I have no idea. It's so there. It's literally on a piece. It's literally on a post that.
And it's literally, they came to me and they were like, Crystal, we tried to get a press pass and they actually looked at us like we were crazy. I was like, of course they did. Why would they give you a press pass? Like, are you kidding me? Of course they looked at you like you're crazy.
She did say she told Sweet about it, and that's why Sweet went, because supposedly Sweet didn't know. I don't know if she did or not. They're lying, whatever it is. But she did say to Sweet that she did, because Sweet asked her. She's like, "You told me about it." She's like, "Yes, I did." She told somebody else. I don't know, whatever.
I don't even care about all that. It's just everything's fine. Like, you know, like
Just let it go. Just let it go.
everything's fine.
Just try not
That's
to
what everybody's
let it.
saying.
All we want, stop talking about Crystal. Stop talking about her family. We'll stop. They don't exist to us. Delete everything. Delete everything first.
I honestly don't even know
about
the
it.
case.
We'll stop immediately.
I don't even know the case, sweetheart, because I'm in Australia, as you know. Like,
It's basically Crystal's nephew at 16 years old took the life of her mother and her nephew with the back of a hammer claw and a screwdriver. And her dad was the only other one that could have been home, and that was his only defense was the dad. So for 4 years, there was a gag order put on the case, so they didn't know anything other than a couple news episodes.
He was
Her uncle is a cop. He is the one that showed up on scene and found his sister unalived. And he basically said in court, he better be found guilty or I'll take care of it, as a man saying, you know,
for his family.
in that defense. It wasn't meant literally. And
the family, like, as you, yeah.
right. And so Crystal, finally, the case was going to court and she wanted answers and to see what happened. And she got to hear the testimonies and all that. He was found guilty on 2 counts of first-degree murder with consecutive life sentences. And now Sweet's wanting to prove that justice for the kid that got put in jail.
But it's not any of her business. Like, you know,
So Crystal was hurt and upset that and then she's saying that Crystal's a meth addict and
Yeah, I know.
that
I
her
heard all
day
that. Like I
is and
heard all
that
that from the other night, like when Crystal was
it's
up on the live,
crazy.
like, you know.
Yeah.
Where that comes from is my sister, who is my nephew's mother. That's my nephew's mother. She got on the stand and she had to admit that she went to prison for meth. That's why my mom had her kids. So I guess that means my whole family is on it now.
And then she's also saying that Crystal's parents couldn't have loved Jesse and given him a good home. Look at that. Look at this. And I'm like, that you can't tell somebody that they didn't love their grandkids. She didn't. She's acting like she. It's weird.
Like, listen to my dad's testimony. They planted marigolds. He bought him a phone. Like, come on. Like,
So now she can't even read.
Like, the play phone that my dad had just bought Jesse that was under the truck covered in red stuff. Like,
She's just basically reliving it over and over because Sweet can't let it go.
And she even got back, like she told us the other night, Crystal, and you did, Dylan. Not anything bad, but you know, because you comforted your sister and stuff, and then that was even brought up. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you like? You know, it's situations happen where you comfort people, like especially family, like.
Like, I could be sad that my sister lost her mother, her son, and both her sons in different ways. And I can also be happy that he can't hurt anybody else. There's going to be two things true at once. So, yes,
That's what you said. You were honest.
I'm sorry. Like, I was sorry for her. She was devastated. Like, it was devastating. You have no idea what family does this. Like, do you have a sister? Do you know what you would do if your sister's son
I would do the same thing. Like, you know, I'm the youngest of 8. I would do the same thing if I was in that situation.
Like, say one of your sister's kids unalived your mom, and they were devastated too, and they were struggling with how to cope with that. The fact that their kid unalived their mom. So I was comforting her. I did comfort her. Like, I hate that for her. Like, she didn't do it. Like, did I hate her? Like, what should I do? Like,
you didn't do the wrong thing. I'm sorry, but yeah, and none of us, even after that panel, when you come up and spoke, like none of us said anything bad about you, sweetheart, at all. If anything, we were more like, you know, disgusted in Sweet as Honey's behavior and what's it got to do with her and why is she going on the way she's going on. And then that's
and I think that's why I'm so angry, because it's like we're being called liars. It's weird.
If she was just coming for me, like, okay, come for me. Say I was a crazy person. Say I was a drunk. Say whatever. Like, but you're coming for my family. You're coming for my husband. You're coming for my man. Like, you're coming for everybody. My uncle, sister, like, are you gonna leave me with anything? Like, do you just want me to lose everything? Like, having all of the notes with my mother and nephew, you just want to take everything from me? Like, is that what you want to do? Like, what is her goal? Like, does she just want to destroy me completely? Like, is that her goal? Like, what do you want from me?
But what I don't get is that she'd been through a similar thing and how she was treated. So why would you do that to somebody else?
What else does she want me to lose? Like, I don't understand. Like, what else does she want me to lose? She wants to take my dad too. I already lost my nephew, my other nephew, my mom. Let's just take her dad too, and her sister, and her fucking uncle, and her, like, her man. She's coming for everybody. Like, she's not leaving a part of my life unscathed. Like,
sorry, Dylan. Yeah, well, I just wanted to come up because I just didn't agree with it, and I was on the thing the other night.
But you don't even, you didn't know. You did nothing wrong, and you were being a kind person. Eddie, I talked to you that night, one night. I get it. I get it. Don't feel bad about anything. I know it's hard when you hear a story from, and that's what we're worried about. Sweet running her mouth about stuff to people that don't even know the case or what's going on, and then people not knowing and going with it. Because if you don't know the case or you don't know what's going on, it does sound awful when she starts going on and on about it.
But why is she scared about Sheena coming after her? Like, what's that about? Like,
Because
you
she's
want to
afraid
go
of the
back to
call. She
Sheena?
thinks Gypsy's after her
She's
too.
Looney Tunes. Because she's Looney
Oh,
Tunes. Just put it down to that.
She
Like,
thinks
Gypsy's coming after
Gypsy is
her.
trying to
My
unalive her.
family's
She
coming
thinks
after her.
Sheena's trying to unalive her. She thinks everybody is. She
My
wants to be on
family's coming to unalive
TMZ.
her. Like,
She wants an interview with TMZ because Gypsy cosplayed her and wants to take her life and threatened
She
her.
did that to Keish too. She did that to Nina. She did that
you did that to
to,
Carmen Glazer with no teeth. Like, come on, girl. Like,
well, you
But
know, she
that's
did
what
the whole.
like
she's,
she cosplayed that.
yeah.
Like, you're not special.
So that's she tells every day in every video that Gypsy Rose has threatened her life and cosplayed her, and she, whatever, tell TMZ, and it's crazy. It's
She
crazy.
wasn't the only one in that like
Nope.
scenario or that little montage that Idiot Features did. Like seriously, like
Right.
Yeah,
you know,
nobody else mentions it. Like, nobody else mentions it. Like, she's ridiculous. Like, she did like 5 or 6 people, and she's the only one that mentions it.
Go watch her
fucking video.
videos. That'll tell you all you need to know.
Miss Lucy, they said that they were going to ask for an appeal. So they said that same day of the court that there was going to be an appeal.
Oh, yeah.
Of
That
course
the
it's going to
child-
appeal. That's normal.
but
That's
you
going
know
to
what's
happen.
the
Oh,
other
yeah.
thing about
Jordan's
saying
little
about
girlfriend, his little 30-year-old girlfriend is on there saying we're going for appeal. So, I know. I fucking know. We'll never
the
end.
other point about saying like, oh, and it was like only a 2-room courthouse, and it was who cares?
It could be a
Courthouse.
one-room. The
Who
size
cares?
doesn't matter. That
It's a
doesn't mean it's a
courthouse.
corrupted town. That has nothing to do with the size of the town.
Well, you know, just I don't know. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I'm
But
just.
so, on one hand,
See how
my
we get-
family's house was so horrible, but then on the other hand, my whole town is protecting my family. Like, which is it? Is my family so powerful the whole town's protecting them? Like, or are we so white trash that, like, which is it? Like, can't be those ways, please. We can't be white trash pieces of shit and also
Even if
be
there's
so
an
powerful
appeal,
that the whole
if a case has come out and someone's watched it online, they can talk anything they want about it. It's not going to hurt anything. This is just hearsay from Sweet talking about her uncle and her
Yeah,
opinion.
that's
He's
it.
correct.
Community and people do pick up on crimes and this and that and all
I
of this.
know, I get that. Like, guys, this case was fucking fucked up. Even which I knew what happened, but I was like, oh my God, there's probably reasonable doubt. I was fucked up through the whole thing. I get that, people questioning things. But, like, you can't take, like, she's taking pieces of it. Like, she's saying pieces of it, but not saying the whole thing. And that's what's frustrating. Like,
The one
it's
thing I
not
don't.
something you can just take pieces.
Why
The
does
one
your
thing
friend
I
do that
don't-
to you to begin with and when you come back? Like, that's crazy.
The one thing I don't agree with, like that you guys do over there, is it's illegal over here in Australia. Is getting into people's criminal records and
Right, I agree.
Oh, yeah, the FOIA.
like, it's locked down. Like you have to have,
Yeah,
you know,
I
a
agree.
reasonable, like, yeah, and even then it's still locked down. It's just like, yeah, but yeah,
So, like, and
it's
I
handed
talked
out
about
like
this.
candy over there, like, and I feel so
It
sorry
would
for you
prevent
guys.
a lot of
like,
this
with
stuff, yeah.
information. Like,
Now,
you know,
how many
it's
times, guys,
crazy.
on live have I talked about the fear I have of after Natasha Cooper did that Gannon thing, where she put his photos all over? And I've talked to you guys on live. I was like, what if people do that to my family? And she was like, we will never allow it. Now people are threatening to do it. Like,
Now she's
Okay.
doing this.
like
Yeah.
it's just wild to me. Like,
And
And
then,
I
yeah,
think, it was like
the right
Jessica
thing,
said, it
like,
made you
saying
look at
that,
it from a different perspective, seeing this happen and how it does affect families when cases are spoken about like we are. And, they don't know the families and how they feel, and seeing those pictures online and how it affects a lot of people, reliving that,
I will lose it if she somehow someday puts up pictures of Jesse and my mom laying behind the house or in the autopsy table or anything. Like, You know what she said when she came out of court from the autopsy table when I talked to them that night? They were like, they didn't show Dee Dee on the autopsy table. I was like, because they don't show the fucking public everything, please. Like, this is real life.
Right.
Like, she was like, they didn't show Dee Dee like that. Well, probably they did in court, maybe, or I don't know, but, like, you don't see everything. Like, the public doesn't see everything that you see when you actually go through something like this.
Yeah.
Right.
They just don't. Like, they just don't. Like, you don't see everything. Like, even I didn't see everything. Like, I didn't see it all. They saw things I didn't see, and that really pisses me off. Like, well, I don't know if it pisses me, because I didn't want to see that, but at the same time, I wish they didn't see it either, because of the way
I'd
they...
be upset. Like, you know, when I lost my brother and my mother and the father of my boys and two best friends, like, you know, I flipped out. I went a bit weird. I went, you know, because these were like major important
It's your
people to
family.
me.
It's
Like,
people you
Yeah.
love.
I mean,
I
And I
went
told
off
her,
the rails.
I said, I know
I'm
you want to see it, but remember your mama the way you loved her. You know, you don't want that visual in your head.
Yeah.
You know,
I know, and just like you were reading the transcripts and I've been watching, like, I can't help myself, guys. Like, I can't help it. I have to see that. I have to know things. Like, it just drives me crazy not knowing things. And even if I don't want to see it, I need to know it. Like, I don't know. Like, but, like, because through the whole trial, they talked about that screwdriver, and I was like, what are they talking about a screwdriver? I thought it was just a hammer. But then in the autopsy, it came out that he did use a screwdriver to the back of my mom's neck. Like, it's horrific. Like, and you know, they said my mom sat there and laid there and choked on her own blood for a good time, like probably a few minutes at least. Choking on her own blood, probably watching Jordan take Jesse off. I don't even know, but I know she didn't go quickly. Like,
and I didn't want you to know that, and that's why I didn't want to talk about it.
Like, I kind of imagined it that she went quickly, like he just kind of took a hammer to the back of her head and quick, but it was not with my mom. Maybe it was with Jesse, but it was not with my mom. Like,
I'm so sorry, Miss Crystal.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't need to be
Like,
talking about this.
I
That's why it
know.
needs to stop. Let you heal.
Mm.
Let it go right now.
Mm.
Just let it go. It's not worth it.
Well, you race, and we will never mention your names ever. Nor Janelle's,
like,
nor
what is she gonna
Sheila's
show that?
honey.
Is
We
she gonna
just
show
leave
my
it,
mom
drop it,
laying
and
there
it stays
choking on her own blood? Like, what is she gonna do? Like,
Like, I'm only mentioning this is because you were up on panel like the other day, like when you come up and you felt like you had to
oh
explain.
yeah, feel
yourself.
free to say anything to me. Like, I'm an
No
open
one
book.
was having a go at you. No one was doing anything bad. No one was, you know, everyone
No
was
one
just
is. The only
listening to
people
you.
causing a stir is Sweet as Honey and
And
Janelle.
I think it was Keisha's panel. I'm sure that it was actually.
It
Probably,
probably
I mean, I'm
was.
everywhere.
I
I
think
think I'm
it was,
everywhere.
but, you know, but then, you know, I suppose they're going to say, like, well, look what, you know, Keish did to Sweet as Honey, and look what, well, you know, that was sort of.
Well, Janelle apologized for Sweet on Keisha's panel for that. And, you know, I let it go, and
I let it go. And, like, Keith blocked me over that. I fought tooth and nail for Sweet over that. Like,
me
like,
too.
I done Keith from the start of this. She's the first person I told about my family, and she blocked me over fighting over Sweet.
Mhm.
Like,
Everybody blocked me over Sweet. Shit.
yeah, like, I mean, the ways we fought for her, like,
And this is what we get, right? Good friend. Good friend she is.
You fought for her, both of you. You guys fought for her so much. And at the end of the day, it's like, for what? She didn't even value everything all these months. How bad you guys went just to help her and support her, to be there for her.
I actually 10 toes down for her over her brother. And she can't say I did. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, but what's the thing that I didn't like is just like, you know, and we did this and we did that, and it was just, I'm sorry, but it was just, I really don't want to say name because if you say name,
You can say whatever you want. You're more than welcome to. You're right.
But it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like
Right.
They
It
were
was more about
fancy
money and all that
scenario
than it was
again.
being a
It's just like
friend.
the fancy scenario again. Like, you know, I was feared for my life and
Her
blah, blah,
victim,
blah,
it
blah,
all
blah.
ends up
Yeah,
about
like,
Sweet. It's all about her.
You know, someone mentioned yesterday on a live, what is it that they want? Do they want the money? Well, then let's give her the money so they can just stop in doing that. And I'm like,
No,
why? Why? When they
this is
chose
what they
to
wanted to
go over
do.
there, when
They
they
messed up the
chose,
car.
they wanted to. They chose to do it. Now they
this is
weren't
what my
only
point
going to go
is. So
see
why are you
Crystal.
complaining it? You're supposed to be doing a favor for a friend.
Not
And
my
then
thing
you're
is
asking
that
for,
they went
No,
on
but if
live.
I was rich, I would pay them that money back to quit from here.
No,
No,
they have
I
said
can't
since
do
day
it.
one
I
they
that they
wouldn't
had
did
have to.
this for
plans.
you.
They
They were
had
coming
plans to
anyway.
do other things, not just to be there with Crystal. They planned it like a vacation. If you hear them, they plan to go look at the whales. They plan to go to Dolly's place, whatever.
No,
They have
the
plans to do
Cabbage
other
Patch
things.
thing.
So they
Yeah.
weren't just going to be there. When you're at a
it was the
port,
last dollar and it was the last this. Well, if it was that, then why did you go? Like,
Yeah.
and why were you away from, you know, saying
If you
about
didn't have the money, you
Crystal
shouldn't have went to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Like, yeah.
I wouldn't give them the money no matter what because they chose to go do other stuff than Crystal. If they were just there to support Crystal, would be a whole different thing. But it wasn't Crystal. They made it to be.
They were
It's
mad
not
they
a
didn't have money because
vacation.
they got charged for a car that they fucked up on.
It wasn't Crystal's fault that they messed
And
up.
Janelle used a pass that she had. She only paid $35 for her flight and stuff there and back.
She either used that money for the flight or she would have lost the flight. That money had to be used on the flight. It wasn't a money. It was like points or something the way I understood. I might be wrong.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
Yeah, that
you
had to
can.
be
Like, you
used. So
can
she
get,
didn't
like,
it
pay
has
for
to be
no
used
flight.
on the flight.
yeah, you
So
can get
it's not like
points off.
she bought it out of her pocket. That didn't. She had to spend it. So she's like, no, I got to use it. So I'm gonna go.
Well, she had points to use, so she used it. So she pretty well, you know, went free
I
trip
got
pretty
this.
well.
Yeah.
Right, like kind of like a free trip. There we go for her.
And
to-
I acted like I begged them to come. I did not beg them to come. I didn't ask them to come. I said, sure, if you come, that would be great. I would love to support. But I lived like 40 minutes away from the courthouse. Like, I could have took myself, but they were offered. So I was like, yeah, that would be great. You know, it wasn't like
And
I
you even
needed that.
you kept on saying, and if you can't come, it's okay. You'll be here in spirit. Because with my surgery, I wasn't able to make it.
Yeah, I
With Miss
said that to
Wicket's
you,
surgery,
everybody.
her
Like, I
aunt.
said that to everybody. I didn't expect anybody to come. I really didn't think they were actually going to come. Like, I didn't. And that's what I mean. They're saying that I'm saying they just showed up. Well, no, I just didn't actually think anybody would come. Like, actually, but I
And
was happy
personally,
they
sweetheart,
did.
who gives a shit that you woke up in the middle of the night and wanted to go buy a charger? Like, who cares? Like, who
Look,
cares?
if
No, I didn't wake. No, but I didn't wake up in the middle of the night to go buy a charger. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I had to use their charger. They said no. My phone was dying. I had to be at court the next day, so I walked to the store and bought a charger. Like, I didn't just wake them up in the middle of the night for a fucking
Well,
charger.
apparently
Like,
you dragged her out there, so you know,
no, that's
yeah,
Wicked and them were on the phone with me. Like, it was 10 o'clock or maybe 11. I don't know, but it was not in the middle of the night. She went to sleep. They both just said, no, we need our chargers. So I had to go buy my own. Like, that's what happened there. And that's
but it's
what
just like
happened.
petty
Like,
stuff is what I'm trying to say. It's just like, you know, why bring that up? Like, who cares? Like, what's that point to be made there? What's the story behind that? Who cares? Like, what's the big deal?
They
Like,
were
what's
mad because we gave her some money in case she needed to get an Uber.
that's been the whole
I
thing.
mean,
Because I
That's
didn't
how
want her
literally
walking.
girls are
Wicked, they were
just so
upset.
nasty. Like, I've had it with you girls. Like, you know, I'm not
And the only
having anything
reason
to do with you girls anymore because you are helping someone. Sorry, I was being
The
sarcastic.
only reason I put the receipts out today is to shut them up. She did not keep the money. She did not use the money because she's an addict, because she's an alcoholic. I paid for it. She went to the hotel. She stayed at the hotel.
And it was a credit
I
card.
didn't
It
give
was
me
not
money.
on a credit card.
Paid the hotel. Like, she didn't send me money. She paid the hotel. Like, I couldn't have stole that money if I wanted to. She paid it directly to the hotel. Like,
And
You know,
if we
Diane,
sent
because
money,
you have
otherwise
been
it
from
doesn't
what you
matter
do,
to
like,
anybody. That doesn't give them the right to talk bad about her family, nor talk bad about Crystal. Stop saying lies. That's it. Like, it doesn't give them reason for them to be all shitty.
you didn't like it done to her, so don't do it to anybody else. Like, you know, don't do something that you wouldn't like done to yourself. That's, you know, that's just the way
Yeah,
I've been brought up.
that's how I try to treat people. Like, that's what I told. Like, I made a post, like, was like, I saw your pain and I empathized. And you saw my pain and you weaponized it. Like, and that's how I feel. Like, that's the difference between people. Like, you can either, like, when her brother, that stuff happened, I empathize with that because I was like, if that happened to my family, I would be horrified. And that's how we became friends. I was like, that's horrible. I related to her in that. Like,
Yeah.
And then she called you a liar.
Well, I only just said
yeah,
like the
now
other day because I didn't realize that because you had a different username and whatever,
Bambi May,
that it
yeah.
was her, and I just said, oh, I'd just like to apologize, you know, about your brother again. You know, I'm really sorry, and she just said, oh yeah, thanks for that, da da da, and then all this stuff come out, and then I was just like, oh, okay, well, you know what? There's just been too much weird shit that's gone on with this side, like, you know, what I mean,
Oh,
that
it's been
side.
crazy. You're
And then
right.
I just like, you know, I don't want to be a part. I can't be a part
I
of it.
don't
I
either.
wanna be a
That's
part
why I
of
never
it.
talked to nobody the first year
yeah,
and a
I
half,
don't either.
the year I was
hate
on
this.
this fucking
I
app.
hate this stuff. I hate this. I don't like fighting with people. I don't like people fighting on my behalf. I hate it actually. Like, but just quit talking about my family and just, I will never speak your name again. Like I don't like this. I don't like the idea that people are like, I don't know. I hate this. Like, cause I'm not. This is not me. I'm not somebody that sends people after somebody, or you know, like I don't know. I just hate everything about this.
Look,
You don't
what
have to
Miss
explain
Defcon
yourself.
said, and you still didn't want that for her. Like, that speaks so much of who you are, Miss Crystal, because you could have said, yes, Stepstone, go at it, get these people, go after her. You still asked no. That just says what kind of a person. All you want is those videos off from her, whatever you call them, that she posts those videos that she posted about your family. You want her to stop, and that's it. Like, leave your family alone. Let you grieve already. 4 years has been long. Now it's time for you to grieve.
And then that's unfortunate that, you know, how do you get that sort of stuff down? Like, you know, like you said the other night, like, you know, what do you do? Like, you know, because you guys have that freedom of speech thing and
Yeah.
all that
Makes
over
it
there.
hard.
So, you know, it's like, what do you do?
Yeah, there's
Over
nothing
in
I can do.
Australia, that would
So
be
I'm
nipped in the
for
butt
my whole
over
family
here.
over there, and there's nothing I can do.
See, over in Australia, that would be nipped in the butt. It's just like, yeah,
So in
it's
Australia, they can't do that. Like if a crime happens in Australia, they can't do that. Like get the information on it. So,
oh yeah, no, it's like locked down. Like, yeah, unless you're a P3O or whatever, well, then there's a list or a
Registry.
registry that's it. But, you know, but then
but otherwise,
you know,
like you can't just get anything. Like
No, they
don't.
can't
You
FOIA
can't.
request
Yeah,
unless
no,
it's
you
like
can't.
absolutely necessary or
No, you can't. They won't give it to you. Like, they won't even. You can go into police station and say, "Oh, I want to know about this and da da da," and they'll just say, "Yeah, it's. Why do you need to know that?" And they'll say, and if you say, "Oh, because I want to know about this," they'll tell you to. They'll say, "Yep, see you later. Off you go." Like, you know, even if you're dealing with a criminal, you're involved in that situation. They will not give the other person's information or anything over either because of privacy. So they won't do it.
Oh, nice.
So
we
I'm
need
dealing with a situation at the moment, and I go into the police station and I just say, you know, is there any news about this? Is there any news about that? Like, you know, a couple of years know about what's going on with me. Like, I'm, you know, ask about this, and it's just like, oh, we can't tell you. We can't tell you. So to me, it's like they're protecting the perpetrator more than the victim, and it's just like, seriously, like, it's not just happened to me. 7 weeks after what happened to me happened to another girl. Do you understand this? And they said, yeah, we can see that. And then that's all they
Wow.
say.
But see, I
And
guess
then
that
it's
could
just
be
like,
good and bad.
seriously. You know, and then that's all they say. They said, you know, we're looking into it. Like, and that's it. Like, no applying for this, no applying for that, no, you know, it's, you know,
Yeah, I think
probably
there
the
should be
closest thing they said to me is that he is very well known to the police. That's all we can say. And
Wow.
the police
like
that
a
man that
protection
said that to
order. Like,
me
I don't know your
shouldn't have
situation,
even
but
probably
like,
said that. Yeah.
I am
Wow.
so sorry, AV. That is sad.
That
Oh
is
no,
it
sad.
yeah.
is. Get like a, will they let you get like a protection order? I don't know if that's
I
The
know,
thing
yeah, I got
is, a
one for
protection order 9
5 days,
times out of 10
and
doesn't
I've
protect a
also got
woman, you
a
know,
I
because
know,
they're
that's
kind of
like an
like,
assault charge and that. But from my situation, I've been made permanently crippled.
oh my God.
From 4 ribs being broken, and it's pinched a nerve, and it's made me crippled. And
God.
you know, he's on the run, like, and they can't tell me anything. They're
And
just
that's
like,
scary
oh
because
well,
you don't know where he's at.
no, I don't.
And then
This is
people
the
come
whole
back
thing.
for stuff like that because in those type of
Oh, they put
Yeah,
no,
situations.
they
that's where I
installed
think
the police did
information
install
should be given
cameras,
out in situations like
hardwired
that. Like,
cameras all through my house and stuff. They have done that
But it's
as
a
a
shame that you
protection
have to
thing.
live that way now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
You can't
yeah.
even have a normal life because of somebody else of what they did to you.
Well, you know, I have to adjust,
horrible.
you know, and I am adjusting. I'll tell you, it's not been easy and stuff, but but I'm scared that, you know, with certain people too on here that know about him, you know, when
And
we
then
were
turn
together
around
and
and use
stuff, that
that.
they're going to
Yeah,
turn around
that's
and use
scary.
that.
Yeah,
You
be
know what I
very,
mean? Because
I
that's
will
what
tell you, be
happened.
very careful. Gotta tell sweet
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you know what? You
Yeah.
do anything like that over here, you're going to really get in trouble. It doesn't matter what country you're in. Australia doesn't take that too kindly. So if you're going to start doing stuff like that, well, then you're going to be in massive big trouble. So, you know, do what you can do. Like, you know.
I would be
I want to
terrified
go
to
to
have to worry about
Australia.
that.
I love Australia. Well, I love what I know about Australia.
There you go. Move to Australia, and that's what you need. It's
Well,
beautiful
there's
there,
one
though.
good thing is GRB will never be allowed to come over here
Lucky you. You got all the good luck over there.
because, you know, because of her, you know, crime, what she did. We don't accept people like that over here.
Wow.
Oh,
We
really? So
accept
like,
everybody
they don't like
here.
No, if you've got a
they
severe, like,
just let anybody in the United States.
oh no, like, no, they don't do that here. Like, no way. They go through you like a fine tooth comb. Like, if you've done something to the degree of what GRB has, it's like, yeah, no, they'll just. And same in Bali, and I think the same is in the UK as well. Like, you know, yeah, same sort of thing. It's like, yeah, no, we won't have a part of it. But then people will turn around and go, oh, but you're the convict, you know, you're the convict state or country or whatever. Isn't that where they all go? Or isn't that how you all started out? And it's like, oh,
No, I think you guys got it. I don't know.
But there's a lot of countries that will not accept someone if they have a felony. They're not allowed. They don't accept them, depending on what kind of felony too. They're not
well,
allowed.
yeah, and that's true. Like, you know, you can go to Indonesia, and if you have rugs on you, or if you do anything bad over there in Bali or anything like that, you can get the death penalty.
Oh, wow.
Like, you know, like they're still all for that. Like, and they can lock you up for years and years and years and years, and no governance can get you out. Like, you know,
Oh, my
it's
God.
yeah. So, you know, a lot of people go over there for holidays and that because it's cheap, it's pretty, it's, you know, but, you know, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Chabelle Corby case where she had rugs in the surfboard, and apparently the brother was the one that put it in there, but she was the one carrying the surfboard. Like,
Oh,
he
no, I
was like
didn't.
in for 20 years in their jail.
Wow.
She is, not him.
Not him, her,
Oh, my God.
God.
because it was in her possession, and it didn't matter that it was the brother. It just didn't matter.
Oh, wow.
That's so messed
So, you know, and then, you know, the Australian government were trying to get her back over, and they were like, no, like, we have
Wow.
rules.
No, I never
and
heard
this
that.
is it. And the
That's
jails over there,
terrifying.
are literally like really disgusting jails, like cement floors, like peeing in a hole, like
Well, how many years has
yeah.
she been there
Like the
now?
Ritz Hotel, that out now.
Oh my God,
But see,
years.
she's okay. She's made herself like low profile, like
Yeah, I couldn't imagine after all that. I wouldn't want to. Yeah.
not on social media and not doing whatever, and and there's a lot of
She's
other people.
been very humbled.
There's
I can
actually,
only imagine.
some of the boys, there was 7 boys too, and 2 of the boys that were involved in this actually went to school with my older son, and they got executed.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy
And then
shit.
half of them ended up getting sent back, but yeah, half of them got executed. Yeah. So
Oh my
it's
God.
like they don't mess around. So
Holy shit. How old were they?
Oh, wow.
they're only like young men, in their 20s, like early 20s, teens, like 18,
Wow.
19, like sort of look into those sorts of cases. Yeah,
Holy
like that's
shit.
what I mean. Like they don't mess around. Like yeah. So
A stupid mistake they made cost them their lives.
well, like I said, you have to respect the rules of the country when you're coming in. And if you break those rules, well, then don't whinge about the consequences. You took that risk. You thought you were bigger and better than whatever. Well, then now look what's happened. Like
Wow.
and I know one of the parents that was friends with my son too, they lost their house, their business, lost everything in court costs and payments trying to get him back over and da-da-da, all to end up
Oh my
being
God, could
just
you imagine as a parent knowing you can't do nothing and that happened? Wow.
That must
So,
be
so that's how serious it sort of is over here. So, yeah, so I sort of, this sort of baffles me the way that, you guys sort of just hand over everything.
We're a hot mess over here.
Yeah.
Truly. Our justice system is awful and corrupt, and
I don't know whether it's because of we're normally like, yes, we have states and stuff like that, like you guys, but you have like parishes, like whatever they call them, like little things.
commonwealths and things like that. I think a lot of it, we get so
and who
stuck
they
on
vote
that
in at the time, and
freedom of
it's up to
speech
them
and
to
things
make
like that.
to make
It's
the
such a fine
decision.
line of what is okay. Not a fine line, but so much is able that, I don't know, some of our own laws get in the way of justice, I guess you can say.
Well, see, over here we all sort of pretty well, even though some like laws may differ, it's pretty well like Australia wide. Like, my protection order, my DV order is Australia wide. It's not just in Queensland.
wow, that's nice.
It's Australia wide.
I think that's so hard though with women with DV though, because a
And it's
protection
5
order, you
years.
get it, but yet until something happens to you, and it's like by the time something happens, so many women are unalived.
Yeah, and that's the
And then it's too
unfortunate thing
late.
in every country.
We had
actually.
here
Yeah.
a case several years ago. This lady, all she asked from her husband was a simple divorce. And for that divorce, she had filed and it was a life of just so much DV. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Well, because she requested finally and was fed up, she requested a divorce from him. He went unalived his 4 children, the wife, and took off to Mexico. When he got to his parents' house, the parents returned him back and they arrested him as soon as he got here. Because the parents didn't want him. His 4 children and the wife, literally, just because she asked for a divorce. She had a restraining order. What did it work for? It didn't work nothing.
Well, and it happens over here too. Like, I'm scared for it as well. And the night that
'cause
he
he's
did
not
that
caught.
to me, I had my son here, my daughter-in-law, and my grandkids, and he still flipped off, and even in front of them, like, and they were the ones that called the police, like, and yeah, I was in hospital for 2 months, and in that 2 months that I was in hospital, 7 weeks of that, I ended up getting a phone call from one of his exes that he'd got with after his wife or whatever. And she had just said, oh, I need to talk to you. And I said, look, you know, you contacting me is like third party. It's against the order. You know, you can get in trouble and so can he. So I suggest you hang up. My sons were with me in the room at the time. And she just said, I want to do a video call. And then one of my boys grabbed the phone and then he handed it back when he saw, and her face was all busted up.
Oh my God.
And she said, look, he's just left.
Oh my
She said,
God.
I had brought up you. I'm not saying that it's your fault, but, you know, it's happened to me now. What? And I cried. Like, I was just like, wow, like,
Because
I'm
you
so
feel like you
sorry.
couldn't prevent something
Yeah.
from happening, but you have no control over his actions, Evie.
Yeah. But this, you know, this is the thing. Like, things happen like that. And it's just like, you know,
It's
either
hard.
stand up and speak or whatever, and what is there going to be a third or fourth person, or are they going to listen until someone's unalived? Do you know what I mean?
Unfortunately,
You know,
his type of
it's
behavior is a repeated pattern. And standing up can cost you your life, but at the same time, you have stood up to help try to save other women. And that's not an easy thing to do for women. It's very hard.
Well, see, I'm normally a flight person. Like, I don't really like conflict too much, but that night I decided to, when I come to, because he'd knocked me out, I decided to fight. Like, I was just like, no, you're not doing this. And then I ended up collapsing again. And but, you know, like,
That's
he had
terrifying.
even
To be
raped,
helpless is the worst feeling in the world.
he had even raped me.
Oh
And
my
my
God.
son, my 34-year-old son, had to, like, came and redressed me. Like, he wouldn't let my daughter-in-law do it. He said, no, it's my mum. I was unconscious still at the
But you
time.
know, Ivy, I
And
think
then
one of
he
the
went
hardest things from
he
that,
went down there and said, what's going on? Like, what's happened? He's like, oh, I can't recall, no comment. What are you talking about? And he's eating something casually in the kitchen. Like,
nothing ever happened.
yeah, like, that's not normal behavior either. Like, that's
No,
just
because it's probably something he does, and it's a
like,
control thing, and you'll live with that for the rest of your life. You'll
he made a
have the
point of telling my sons to, like, you know, oh, and by the way, I don't have a record and that, and your mother needs, I hope she gets the help that she needs. And my son
turning it
said,
around on you.
F off. He said, get out of my face, he said, before I, you know, and then, he went down, and then he said to the police, he said, her son just threatened me, and the police went into, they said, look, they want you removed from the premises. You need to be removed from premises. We don't care what the son's just said to you. Get your stuff and
You're
get out of
lucky
here.
to be alive.
Like, yeah, I am.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Now, and today I went to the hospital because I was fitted for a prosthetic brace for my leg.
How long ago did that happen, Ivy?
November.
I was going to say, because I've talked to you before, and I remember, and when you had said that I had heard you on a live talking that, you know, you were disabled, and I thought, gosh, I never remembered you saying that. So I don't mean to bring it up as recent. I just sounded like something that may have not happened too long ago.
Yeah. So I'm still, you know, dealing with it and coping, but
You're still
I
healing. Yeah.
prosthetic leg today. My cover, so because all the nerve endings have died, like,
Oh my
from
God.
the way he hit me, and when my ribs were broken, it severed a nerve which had paralyzed the right side of my leg. So
And I know how you feel, because I had a sciatic nerve pinched off where I have trouble with the right
well,
side
it
of my
is
leg, and
joined
it
to
does
the
affect you
sciatic.
very much so with the
It
nerves.
is joined to the sciatic nerve, apparently. When they did the nerve conduction tests and the neurologist tests, like the MRIs and everything, it did actually trail back to that. And also damage from my spine, like my lower spine, from where he kicked me. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I remember speaking to you in the past, and you were very lively, and you know, all that. And when you
I went
said
off
this,
a
I'm
bit
like,
because I
something
was
had to
sort of
happen. Yeah.
scared. Yeah, I was sort of a bit scared, but I'm not scared anymore. I'm just like, no, I'm not going to have you
You're just taking your power back.
telling
And you
me,
have every
like,
right
you
to do
know,
so.
that I can't be on here and
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about
Just want to make
I'm
sure.
just listening. You're so strong, girl. I love
That's amazing, and I am
There's
so
a lot of women that are
sorry.
strong too, sweetheart. It's not just me. You know, I've had to be like, don't get me wrong. Like,
Yeah, but
I've
speaking about it
tried.
helps other women speak about things that they can come out with and
Yeah,
feel
you
that.
need to speak about it. Of course you need to speak about it.
And this is
We
what
all
I hate
should.
about the GRB situation. It's just like, oh yeah, I was this, I was that. It's like, don't take away from true victims. Like, honestly,
Right.
like, don't, like, you know, you were faking that you couldn't walk because you didn't want your mama to not love you anymore, and you just, you know, like,
Oh, I know. That drives me
really,
crazy.
like, just
And then
come off
have
it.
someone
Like, you
take your
know,
independence away and strip you of your dignity with grape. People don't realize that stays with you for the rest of your life. For the
yes,
rest
it
of your
does,
life.
darling. It does.
Did you guys hear her on that podcast saying that she had to lie on the stand about Nick raping her? And like, we all saw the videos before and after, like the hotel video and she's
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
and you told me to
granny.
go in the bathroom and stay there. You're in there
Yeah.
shaving your coochie, you dirty thing. Like, you know,
Yeah,
get
and now
together,
she's
love.
saying
Like,
that she's saying he really did rape me because I said no. Like,
They
no,
grape
you
you.
I will
didn't.
never try
You
to
didn't.
deny somebody's experience on that. But like, come on.
Yeah, but people who have experienced it know what truly being
Yeah,
having
yeah,
You
that
just can
experience.
sense it when someone
it
is
makes a
genuine and
mockery of people
someone's
that
lying.
actually
Yeah,
experience.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
you
can
That's
sense
what I'm
it.
doing. It makes a mockery of people
Yeah,
that
it
actually
does.
went
It
through
makes,
that.
well, it
I
takes
see how.
away, you know, from the true victims. And it's just like, you
When they
know,
do
Yeah,
speak
that's
out,
not
they aren't
fair.
believed. They aren't listened to because of that type of shit that
Yeah,
she's doing.
exactly. Exactly. But, you know, but she's been, you know, by her granddad as well. Well, then do something about that. Why haven't
You
you
don't
done
call it
something
your
about that?
pecan.
Like,
not only that, and then that woman in jail she accused, or in prison. Remember, she accused a woman in prison of rape, and she got her
oh,
date
yeah,
set back, and then she had to
yeah.
be suicide. But she's accused many people of that, like many people.
Oh, and then she said about, not that I like Ryan, but, you know, that, you know, oh, he stood over me and it was traumatic and it
Yeah.
took me back to the, you know, really,
While
like,
her
it
mom
was
was in
like,
another room,
like,
right?
oh, seriously, like, come off it. Like, you know,
And she talks
she's
without a
got
tear in her
literally
eye or a quiver in her
dumped
voice.
him on
Really
Valentine's Day.
infuriating. Really been through that. Like, who's actually been through that? It's really infuriating. Or, you know,
It
it's
affects your life.
infuriating.
It changes your entire life, everything about your life, period. It changes your
Oh, yeah.
relationships. It
Your
changes,
relationship. Yeah.
it takes away from your sexual experiences, everything in life.
Yeah, and she's just like, "Ooh," like she's like, yeah, that happens.
You know, I grew up, like, my mum was a psychologist, right?
Mhm.
She was really great with fixing everybody else's problems, but when she'd come home from work, she would start drinking. And she would literally take everybody else's problems from the day.
It was easier
out
for her
on
to
us.
deal with other people but her own.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, I didn't have a great childhood. We never needed for anything. Like, you know,
Yeah.
my mum,
That,
you know,
that
had
isn't
money
everything.
and stuff.
You know, that isn't everything.
But, you know, my stepfather and my stepbrother, you know, assaulted me. And when I brought it up to my mother and my brother, like my actual brother and two of my sisters, it was like, well, I'm not losing my money or my house to a P3O.
I am so
I'm
sorry.
not doing it. So it was like, well, my brother said, well, okay, well, we're getting her out of here. And it's like, well, she's 14. You can't do that. And they're like, well, watch us. Like, we're going to get her out of here. So my brother put money on a lease on a 2-bedroom house, which was $70 a week. I ended up leaving school and he said, what do you want to be? And back in those days, you had the phone book. And then I just said, I want to be a florist. So he said, okay, start by A. I found a company, rang them, got the job. Then my other sister put on the power for me. And then my other sister put on the,
Thank God you had people there for you.
yeah, the telephone for me. And then I paid my rent because I ended up having a job. Like, and much to my mum's dismay, she didn't like it, but it was like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, you know, this is what you said, to get a job, because the only way she's going to be leaving here is she gets a job. Well,
But let me ask you a question. Being that young, how much it affected your life. Even as an adult today, being whatever age you are, it has such a huge impact forever. And that's what people don't understand.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
can honestly say that with the
You
father of
can
my
get
boys,
through it, and
I
it takes
didn't
a
have
lot.
a great, he was my first love, and I didn't have a great relationship with him either because he was a competitive bodybuilder.
Mhm.
So he would have, rages. But yeah, he was my first love and that. So I had the trauma from that. And then I ended up getting into this relationship with this other one who was another bodybuilder.
But I
But
think when you
sort of
go
his
through that as a
age.
young girl, that you end up picking patterns. You want to feel safe
Yeah.
with somebody, and you end up being with somebody that maybe not the best person in the world. And a lot of that is the effect of what happened to you as a young girl. And I know, believe me, I'm speaking from experience, so I know what you're talking about 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
From the age of 14 to 18, I can honestly say, apart from like the birth of my kids and, my boys and stuff, that was probably the happiest and only happiest days of my life.
I actually told Anna this yesterday.
I had
Aside
that
from my
freedom.
children, yes, those are the only memories I have that are good. And a lot of people just don't understand the effects. They just don't.
Because you sort of, you're fighting in situations, you're doing things in situations, you're trying to, and I hate it when people say, oh, move forward, like stop living in the past. Like, yes, the past does mold you. And yes, you can move forward.
It's not that you're living in the past. It's like you struggle moving forward in the future
Forward, yeah.
because of all these things. You're so confused. You were so
Yeah.
young. You pick bad instances in your life, make choices maybe you should. It's like a domino effect. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you don't know how to deal with it.
But I
You
had
know.
worse things happen to me than GRB had happened to her, yet I didn't off my mum. If
I
anything,
was
later
getting
on in
with
life, when
you.
she got sick, I looked after my mum for 11 years. I was the one that took care of my mum, and looked after her. And I was with her when she took her last breath. I was holding her hand. Like, and like I said, everything you do is a choice.
Right.
It's either you can be a perpetrator like yourself, or yes, you can have that
Or
victim
you can
mentality, or
you
you
deal
can
with it
move
the best
on.
you can. You
Yeah.
move on with your life.
Yeah.
And that's why I tried to tell Sweet. I said, I've got to where I am at my life because of things I have been through. And I've made the choices to better my life and better me as a person, even though I've been through shitty things. And, you learn to cope, you learn to deal, and you learn to get past the hate, and you try to live the best you can. But it doesn't take away from the fact that people are still victims. And to be an advocate, you have to be understanding. You have to understand that people stay in bad situations because there is no way out, or people don't make the right choices because of maybe things they've been through. And that's something I don't think she gets.
No, and then she's like, oh, I have two memories. Like, I remember half this, but then I don't remember half this. It's like, yeah, because you've told so many fibs, you can't even keep up with your own lines. So that's why you're saying that. Like, normal victims would have like maybe block stuff out because they keep themselves
But you
busy.
remember what you
But
remember, and
you
it
know
doesn't
what
change.
happened. Exactly. It
Yeah,
doesn't change.
and it could even come through as nightmares. They're actually not nightmares. They're reoccurring memories
Just
that you're
reliving
experiencing.
everything. Yes.
Yeah,
Suppressing.
in your
Yeah.
subconscious. Yeah, yeah.
But
You
the
know,
pieces that you do remember, you can play back like a video in your mind.
Yeah.
I would get beat up from my father on a daily basis. I even had to get resuscitated because my dad would beat me up that bad. I left my house at age 16 with my husband, which in 2 more weeks I'll turn 31 years together with me and my husband. I left literally at 16. I ran away
Yeah.
from home, but never in my mind did it ever cross to unalive my parents. Never,
No, it
never,
it
never.
didn't. Like,
And
not
indeed,
with,
when my father and my mother, when my father, while he was alive, I did anything and everything, and I was there for him every single time he needed it. He needed us.
Do you have a
And
Hispanic culture, Dylan, like Spanish culture? Because I do.
I'm
So I
Mexican.
think, okay, so that's maybe why because I would never speak a bad word to my mother. Like, it doesn't matter whatever I never swear in front of my mother. Like,
Oh,
even if I didn't agree with something, like, my mother's word was final. Like, you just didn't argue and stuff like that. But,
don't
as
disrespect them, nor do you
yeah,
say
yeah,
no. Whatever
towards
they
the
ask
end
you,
of
that's
her
what you
life,
do.
yes, we sort of made amends, but she didn't give reasons to why she allowed, it to happen to me when I was younger and stuff like that. But
My mom would watch my father. My mom never lifted up and said, "No, do not touch my daughter. Do not hit her."
yeah,
Like literally, my dad always wore steel toe boots and would kick like literally through my stomach, drag me through the hall. This was like on a daily basis. The belt buckle. He didn't use the belt. He used the belt buckle, leather belt, but with the belt buckle, just hit you. Like I have my cheerleading pictures because I was a cheerleader and I was a junior that year. It's whenever I lived with my husband. And literally on my skirt, you could see the big old bruise on my leg with the buckle painted on my leg. It was right before school. And then I would wear my hair down so nobody would see the bruises on my face. Not once did they call CYFD or what is it called? In other places, they called for Child Protective Services, whatever it is, CPS. Not once until they had to revive me, resuscitate me. My own teacher resuscitated me. Until then, that's when they got, and all they did was put my father a day in jail, released him back again. That was it. That was all he had to. That was in what, 1995. I still remember it was May 29th of 1995 when that happened. And nothing happened. Like it, and that same day that I chose to leave with my husband, it was June 27th of 1995. My father had already told me that he was going to beat me up. So my sister, we were afraid it was going to happen again. So instead, she's like, "I'm just taking you. Let's go." We sneaked out and she dropped me off at one of my husband's friends. And never did in my mind did it cross, is he going to be abusive just like the way my father was? I didn't even think about it. I was a kid, but never did I think, am I going to go into the same situation or worse than whenever I left? As soon as my husband would move the hand, I was so scared. I would literally, oh, Miss Crystal. As soon as my husband would, I'm trying to get you up, Miss Crystal. As soon as my husband would move his hand or anything, I was already like this. Like I was always covering myself. I hung up Miss Crystal. I was always just covering because I always thought he was going to lift up his hand and hit me because that's what I was got raised. And until today, not once has my husband ever lifted his hands up to me. Like I've never had I been hit by my husband. But I didn't know if I was blessed to have a good man. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't even think till I was in my 20s. I was like, I could have fallen into somebody worse than my father. What would have they done?
The father of my boys, like, he was great for the first 4 years. Such a, really amazing man, gentle, everything. And then when he started training and then wanted to starting to compete and do all things like that, that's when things changed for us. But then, I was just like always trying to look for that person I had in the beginning. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's, sometimes that's what you do in those situations.
But I think a lot of people in relationships always think they remember the person that they met and they don't want to believe that the person is that person now. And you always think they'll go
Especially
back
when you
to
have
that.
kids, you sort of think, well, okay, like,
Yeah, I get it.
I feel bad, like, with you see my TikTok, like, I'm so proud of my boys. Like, they're all over my, page. But yeah, like, they've got like, they've seen me in really bad positions and, in pools of blood and stuff like that. And yeah, and it's not a good thing for
That's
them
part
to
of
see
life.
either.
That happens,
You know what I mean? Like, it's not good for them. And that's something that they have to carry too. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Doesn't
Like,
mean they're bad people by any means,
yeah, so and I feel bad that that they had to see stuff like that, but and but, it's I tried to get away several times and it just wouldn't work. Like I just end up having to go back because you'd always find me. So it was just like, and the system did fail me back then, um, because they would allow him to see his sons, but yes, he wasn't allowed to see me on my own, but he was allowed to see me with his sons, and he was a shift worker and stuff, like he did security and that.
And
So
a
he
lot
would
of
turn
these
up at two
men
o'clock
are
in the
very
morning to
narcissistic
see
and they
his
are very
kids.
capable of gaslighting people
Yeah, he'd
and
turn up
making you
2 o'clock in the
believe them.
morning to see his kids, and it's just like I couldn't ring and say, he's here, because he'd say, "Well, I'm a shift worker. Like, it's the only time I get to see my boys." Like, and nothing could be done. It was just like, you know what? I can't be bothered like fighting with this anymore. Like, I may as well just go back, like, just take him back, and just, and yeah, and especially with my childhood trauma and stuff like that. I thought, well, maybe this is what you deserve. Like,
That's how
stuff
I
like
felt for a
that
long
is
time.
how
I'm
it
like,
is.
maybe this is happening to me because that happened to me. Maybe this is part of my for something. I mean, you just try to reason everything out in your mind or understand it. And a lot of these men are very good at making you believe them. Oh, I would never do that again. And
Yeah,
they
and
switch it
that's
to
the
make you
thing.
feel like you're the problem. You're the one that did it. And I would have never acted that way if it wasn't for you. And yeah,
Yeah. Hey, Jess. Hey,
it's
Jessica,
hard.
Hello,
sweetheart.
Miss
Yeah,
Jessica.
Crystal's fine. We're
Oh, there's
just
Miss Jessica. I wanted to talk to her. She was the one
yeah.
that was the saying that we don't look at cases. It made her look at cases different. And me too. Like it does make sense what she
Oh yeah,
said.
she's so good
Absolutely.
at like getting the
You don't
information.
realize the
Yeah.
effects it has on the family when you're talking about these cases, and it really needs to be handled a
Right.
lot better than what we are.
Well, I think Jess was there as well, like when Crystal was talking the other night as well, when she was, saying her part as well. I'm sure. Weren't you? I'm sure you were there too, Jess Stein, weren't you? I'm sure you were. Um, yeah, but it's just,
But
yeah,
I
I just,
never looked at it like that until she said that. And it does make sense. Like, if people do get the FOIA for Crystal's family and start talking about this case or share pictures, how it affects her and how it affects their family, you don't think about that when we're talking about these things. And it's something we need to think more about.
oh, that's what I was gonna message you later, Jeff, but I wanted to ask, there's some article apparently that's come out from the UK stating that they're doing some interview in person with Gypsy and you can buy tickets.
What? Oh
Would
my
that be
God.
true? Because I'm sure it would be. I'm sure it's the same law in the UK as it is in Australia with like criminal. But um,
Oh my God.
you can get like special permission, but I don't think she's really that
This
worth it
girl
where she'd
never
get
fucking
special
stops.
permission.
She never stops.
Well,
Gypsy.
even
Like,
60 Minutes Australia,
Wow.
like everyone says, oh, she come over to Australia and she was on 60 Minutes. No, she didn't. 60 Minutes went over to America. They didn't allow her here. They went over there and interviewed
Oh,
her. So, yeah.
wow.
I didn't know that. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
So, that's another sort of myth. Like, yeah, but yeah, she'd not be allowed to step foot here. No. Mm-mm.
Oh my God. She just doubles down and doubles down and doubles down on the lies over and
Yeah.
over
Right?
and
Like
over.
this time, it's sad to see all this going with so many things because when something happens to you, it's never going to change. You will never change your story. Like it is always consistent with the same thing.
She's only said
And
the
it's
same
always
story
a
over and over.
different
She's been so
thing
abused, but she only
every
shares one abuse
time.
story. Make it make sense.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, that's what I mean. It's
She only
It's
had
same
one
so
thing
story and
frustrating.
she
daily.
couldn't even get that right. So, you know,
And,
that's
do you notice that there's no witnesses, or there's no,
right. They're
in
going
my
off the
situation, there's
murders.
witnesses. There's,
The
I
witnesses
have,
is dead,
yeah.
unfortunately, because of her.
Oh, yeah, that's convenient, isn't it?
It makes
Yeah.
it kind of easy, when they believe the murderer.
Mm. It's
Bad.
that's exactly it. But like I said, it's a choice.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
can choose to, and I do think that she was selfish, and I do think that she wanted to have everything, and I do think that Dee Dee was getting jack of everything and was going to kick her out. Like,
I don't believe she was going to kick her out. And there's reasons for that. I got to go on and start talking about some shit that I found. There's a lot. There's a lot that's found.
A lot, a
And
lot,
some
a
of the
lot.
corruption that proves some of the corruption. And
mm.
there's that girl is
There's
something.
so much things in there.
Well, see, that's what I mean. Like, use like
Anyone's welcome to the panel. If you want to come up, Miss Jessica, everybody's welcome.
play
Miss
us a
Crystal's
song.
having a hard time with everything.
Play us a song to relax us.
Oh, you play
Come
music.
up and play us a song,
All these people with
Jessica.
all this musical talent. I remember when I was little, I always wanted to be in gymnastics, and I wanted, because I cheered when I was little, and I wanted to play the piano, and I didn't do either. My parents didn't send me to either. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Like, yeah, but she does. She plays piano.
She does play the piano? Awesome.
Yeah, she's learning, but she's really good. She's getting
Oh,
really
she's.
good.
I
But
love. Oh, Jessica.
Wow.
Yes, she's getting so good on the piano. I love her.
That's so cool. I used to
So
play the
good.
keyboard.
Oh, I love it. I love
Gosh,
that.
my life is too fucked
I
up.
wish. Oh, I know. I wish I had a musical talent. Like Dave has all these guitars in here, like a million guitars, and his friend comes over with a keyboard sometimes, and like I have no musical ability. So
Me neither.
my
it's
son,
like,
my older son can play guitar, and he's actually like
Um,
my 4-year-old grandson's learning piano. I think I've got a
that's
video of him
great.
doing
That's
piano.
great.
Aw, I love
Starting
grandbabies.
and
I
doing
would
like
love to have a
yeah,
musical ability. I would love to.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
So I'm
can't do
teaching
anything.
him, and then my other grandson's on there as well, and he's actually singing and doing everything. Like,
Hey,
yeah.
you got to hear my man
that's
play
so cool.
guitar sometimes. My man
It's really
plays
good.
guitar
That
pretty
sounds
well.
good, Jessica. I wish I could. My niece, she messed up. I messed my niece.
Oh, you should
Oh,
do
that is
that.
We're
I
so
need
gonna
to.
go for a
nice.
bike
Yeah,
ride
it's a
today.
bike ride. I need to do something, Jessica. Like you told me, like to get a like a rage room, but I don't know if we have them. So I need to just find something to smash around here.
To go.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
find
we
you one
can
of them
go
That
to
is
smash
good
the
therapy.
places.
and
Probably
go.
be
That's very
cheaper.
good.
Go
What
crazy.
anger do you want to get out, Dylan? Is it just from everything that
Really
you've
need to
been
smash something. I really need
Go
to
to
smash
the
something.
alley,
everything that's
find
happened?
something. If something they leave a TV
Like
outside or
I
something,
don't
get a
think I
baseball
can
bat and
afford.
hit it, Crystal.
Yeah, I need to just like rig something up because I can't afford really a
Just
smash room.
outside of your dumpster, just walk around the alley, see whatever you
Yeah,
Just
find
walk
that they threw.
around like a
Even a
crazy
piece of
person.
wood.
Why not?
because
Even a
I bet
piece
you
of
they charge.
wood. Beat it
How much
up.
do you think they charge in those like rooms that you go into? Like
I
they
don't
probably charge $200
know.
to smash stuff
No.
I'd
up.
have to look it
Like I
up.
could do
But
that
those
for
are
free.
pretty cool.
I know.
We
I do
should
want to
see.
do that.
Do you
It is
guys have
cool.
one there with you, all Miss
I don't
Crystal?
know. I don't know. I've never looked for one. I
I'll
just
have
think
to
I
look it
couldn't
up.
afford it. I
We
don't
have
That
know.
them
would
We
be
over
might have
so
here
one.
and give
cool.
you all the
But I
protective
do.
gear to
I
wear
do
and that, so you don't
really
hurt
need to
yourself.
smash some
Yeah.
stuff. I would really love to smash something.
We gotta look
Piss.
into that. That would be so cool to
I
do that.
know. I really have some rage to get out.
She has an old TV and a cricket bat. You go,
I would
girl.
go
Where,
like Tasmanian
saddle
devil
up.
on one of them rooms. Like
Saddle
you
up,
guys would have to
beautiful.
drag me out of there. I'd be like a nutcase. Like don't video it though because we could be like, look at that nutcase going crazy,
Hey, but
Oh, I love them to
I
pulling
do
bet they
that.
could
hair and
say that, but
smashing
you would
stuff.
get so much relief from it.
I know. I mean, it did kind of feel good to pull her hair, even though it was part of a song. But now I wish I would have pulled it harder. Oh,
According to her, you pulled it so hard you were.
I know. It's like so. And she was like
Yeah,
dancing.
miserable.
I was like, oh my god. Like, if you never been to a club or at a party or like,
It was a
do you not
song.
have like literally like she's aggressively pulling my hair like a psycho, like singing a
I am
song.
so sorry.
Like I
Are
was
you
singing a.
okay, Jessica?
What happened?
Oh, what's wrong with Jessica?
Well, she put that she's gonna go out riding a bike to let
Oh,
out some
let out some
anger, so
anger. I
she's
know.
okay because she's got some anger.
I,
Like, is she okay?
Are you
I
okay,
hope. I
darling?
love Jessica.
That's
I
good.
think
Yeah,
she's just I think she's just fed up with
Jessica so
everything
much.
too, and just
She's the one telling me to go to a rage room, but I need to like make my own rage room somewhere. I could
Yeah, you
probably find some
can.
things.
You
I could
probably
probably find some.
could.
I could find some things to smash. Neighbor's car, like
No,
I
not the
think.
Just
neighbor's car.
no.
no, 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 no,
Okay,
That's
no.
not a
Make
okay.
sure, make sure you wear
Like,
your PPE, Miss
okay,
Crystal. All your protective
okay.
equipment, all
PPE
you
and no
can.
neighbor's car. Okay, check.
Yeah.
And make sure you wear
Mhm.
protective gear so nothing flies back and hurts you.
I
Mhm.
just get frustrated on here because it's like you feel like you're just screaming out
I
just for
know.
no reason when you're trying to be honest about something, and people are just, no matter what you say, it's just like you feel like you're just
Doesn't
talking to a
You
matter.
know,
wall.
when people call you crazy, it really makes you crazier. Like the more she keeps calling me
Yeah.
crazy, the more crazier I feel.
I'm like, what do I have to gain? Like, really? I mean,
I think
I
there's
don't
a
even talk
Taylor
to people
Swift.
on here. Nobody even really knows me. What am I?
Me either. Me
What?
either. Like me either. I mean, well, like
Weird.
I found I have a lot more support than I realized I did, and that's
And that's
like
good.
cool.
That's a
Like,
good thing.
but I'm still not somebody on here that's like somebody.
At
You know,
least you
like
didn't be
yeah, like
friends with crazy people that you tried to be kind to, and then now they're really crazy
yeah.
coming after you.
Well, yeah, I did too. I kind of
I'm
did.
like, damn,
Kind of did
somebody
that
should have
too. Wicked.
given me a heads up.
Me too. Why didn't you warn me, Wicked? God
Fuck,
damn
I
it!
didn't
You knew
know. I
before
didn't
I did.
know that these
You
people
knew
were going to
before
act
I
like
did.
this when you stop being friends with them. Usually, you stop talking to somebody, you just stop talking to them. People just don't talk no
Yeah, I
more.
know. God
Move
dang
on.
it, Wicked.
That's it.
You knew, Wicked. You knew
Shit,
before me. This is your fault. No, I'm just kidding.
I know. I feel
I'm just
awful.
kidding.
I do
No,
feel
I'm
bad.
just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. You don't feel
But you
bad for
know
anything.
what? If you look into it before back then, she wasn't talking like this while we were
I
on the
know she went
panels.
crazier. Like she did get crazier last six
Like
months
it's
or
It's
so.
when I quit
Or like
talking to her.
yes, it's getting like really bad because she wasn't this way. Like people have always said things, but like I listened to her videos before. Oh,
yeah.
what were you saying, Miss AV? It sounded really muffled.
Oh
Oh no,
yeah,
sorry,
maybe.
no, nothing. Don't no. I was
Oh,
right.
okay, sorry.
Sorry,
Okay.
I got a big mouth. I'm probably talking loud.
No, you're
No,
not.
you don't. You're okay. Oh, my arm locked back up again. Oh shoot. Sorry.
Yeah, keep going, Don. Keep saying what you're saying.
Believe me, I didn't know. If I would have
No,
known,
but we should have known though. We all should have known. Like I want to kick all of our asses because like the crazy was out there. Like we should have saw it. Like,
I mean, I
but I
know, but
really,
I felt bad. I felt like,
but no, I really felt like she exaggerated it for TikTok. Like I really was like, she's not that crazy. She's just like wanting views and trying to get more.
That's what I say. That's what I
You
was
know,
saying
like
even today.
I know it's like she's not. She can't be that crazy. Like she can't be, but she really fucking is. Like I'm sorry, but she is. Like
Mhm.
Wicked, didn't you think for a while like some of her videos was just like a bit, not a bit,
It
but like
started with me
like
when she went after Random, and I was trying to explain to her on panel why she would feel why Random felt the way she did, and was trying to
yeah, and
explain it to her.
I understood completely what Random was trying
She
to say,
flipped shit,
and
and
I
then I
agreed
took
with her completely, and that's
and I
like
didn't agree with her. So then that was an argument. And then when she went after
oh, I
Ashley
love Random
Lady, and then
too,
when she went
Jessica,
after
love
Audrey, and
Random.
then when she went after Becca, and then she went after this person, I'm like,
Yeah, that's when it's. But by then the trip was already booked, guys. Like by the time she fought with Random, I was like, I don't know about this girl. But like it was already booked, it was already planned. I was like, what am I gonna do? Be an asshole and say don't come? Like,
you know.
My thing was when she did the nails, the fingernails, and then she
Well, I
said
well,
that
did
she
yeah,
didn't
watch
and
the
really
I
know
was
what it
fingernails
was.
though, and I did see her sister doing them, and I know it was her sister's idea.
And then
well,
she
I
said she
still
didn't realize she was doing it like that, and I just thought that's
yeah.
really in
Now, like
bad
I
taste.
tried to give her the like, but I didn't believe her. Like I don't know. I don't like to say that because I stood up for her over that. I did. I stood up for her over that. But now looking back, I'm like that was kind of fucked up and crazy. Like I don't know.
So that's where it went for me. But then when the
But you
husband of
overlook things. You're
her
like, well,
brother,
maybe it didn't
I
happen
sort
that
of
way.
felt sorry for her, and
Yeah,
I felt sorry
exactly.
you
for her
know,
too.
yeah.
Hmm.
So
Exactly. That's what happened. It was like that, and then her
And I felt
brother.
bad for her because everybody, she had passed what she was going through, her brother.
Oh yeah,
And
I like.
so then that's when I felt bad. yeah, again, because,
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's when we
I
all
felt
came to
bad. I
her
was
and
going live every
Again,
night. I had never been live before. I was, hardly ever. I was going live and trying to be there for
every
her
day.
and
oh, I was
all
fighting
this
with
shit.
everybody on here over that. Like,
Me too.
I was like, anybody that mentioned her brother's name, I was like, how dare you? Like,
Yeah.
like just going, like if they even dared mention his name in a negative way, I was like going off. Like, and I never do that.
Yep. Believe me, y'all
Like I
have
felt
no
I
bad
just
for
idea.
gave her
her
the
and I just felt
benefit.
sad.
I just gave
Sorry,
her
go
the
ahead.
benefit of the doubt again because I did block her other thing, and then she added me out, and I didn't realize it was her. And then she messaged me something. I said, I'm really sorry when I realized it was her, and I said,
And I mean, I'm still sorry about her brother. 100%. I am sorry
I
about her
still
brother.
am.
I think
And
it's horrible.
and
and
then
you
that was
know,
it.
people
And then
keep
all this
saying
stuff
things like
come
they're gonna
out,
get
and
our
then it was
brother's
like, no,
lawyers, and like
off you
I
go
don't want
then.
that. Like
So
I
if
don't
that's
think they're going to. I think they're trying to
well,
example to her
I
what she
know,
was
but I'm just
doing. Like, it's
I know they're
wrong.
not, but I'm just like, and if it was just about sweets, then fine, yeah, I'd do it because she's being horrible to me. But it's not just about her; it's about her family too, like her husband's wife, his
I
mother,
know.
his
I've met her
father.
husband's wife, so let's go there. But she don't want to go there.
Okay,
She don't
well,
want to
I'm
go
just saying,
there.
like, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm not the
Nope.
type of person that wants to
Trust me,
retaliate in that way.
she don't want to
Like,
go there. I'm just telling y'all.
you know, I'm just saying, I'm not the type of person that wants to retaliate in that way. You know,
Me neither, and I'm not.
but,
But she's taken me and she's saying shit about me that's not
yeah, me
true.
too. Yeah, me
About
too.
me too. Like,
Yeah,
please.
all of
Like,
us,
if she's
all
talking
of
And
us.
I'm
bad about
trying
all of
not
us.
to act like and stoop to her level, but damn, she just don't know how to shut
Yeah,
the fuck up. It's like,
yeah,
oh, she just don't know how to shut up. She don't know how to
I
stop.
know, I know.
And then she wants to play, I'm sweet. People would, if you know me, you would know that, Wicked. I didn't know you were going to act like a total fucking bitch when I quit talking to you and lie
I've
either.
seen on
So
her live, she's like trying to win you over against me, I think, because she keeps making comments like,
she
Wicked,
wished I
what?
was
I
dead.
said same thing, Miss Crystal. That
No,
they
like,
did
but
wish her to be dead. Like her and Janelle
I
were going
know, but have
after.
you
They were
noticed
like
in her
threatening her
videos,
to
she's
go
like,
to her
Wicked, I can't
playhouse.
believe you're falling for this, Wicked. I thought you're smarter than that, and you're falling for this.
Yeah, well, you wished
Have
me
you know,
dead, bitch.
Yeah,
like, have you noticed the
and
little
the
comments she's making, like Wicked's being stupid for
yeah,
protecting
like
me,
she's
or
trying to make like Crystal
yeah,
like
like
I
she's
felt
saying,
like Wicked too. She wants Wicked to believe her and go back with
yeah,
her
exactly,
again.
yeah,
And
That's how
exactly,
I
yeah,
took it, and that's how I told
yes,
Miss Wicked.
exactly. Yeah, she keeps making in her videos. I keep saying that she's like, Wicked, I can't believe you're being this stupid. I thought I knew you better than that. I thought you're smarter than that, Wicked.
did you see where she took the gift I gave her for her birthday and she put it in a plastic bag and shattered it on the
Ugh.
floor? I'm like, dude, you're fucking
No, I didn't.
crazy.
No, I didn't see
Crazy.
that, but I.
oh my
That's
god.
where it's like, why that object is not hurting nobody else. It's
I
not going to
know.
hurt Wicked in any way, shape, or form, or anyone.
I
If
I
I
just
know.
did
thought
want to
like
be
that
friends with
was
her,
so
I would
I
have been
weird.
didn't see
friends
that,
with
but
her. But man, you can't keep talking. I kept telling her, I'm like, dude, you're going to keep going after people. And then when they come back at you, you want to be upset. And that's not how it works. And it's one day you're going to go after the wrong person. And when they come back at you, don't look at me to help you because you're the one running your mouth. You can make videos and share your opinion on something without calling people out or making them out to be whatever. You can do that, but you don't want to. You want to go at the jugular to people, but then when they come back at you, you're so factual. Okay. No, you can't talk about people like that. You just can't.
you know,
Random chick never did nothing to her.
I know.
Never.
I like that was really what done it for me. Really,
And
when
Random
when
was
Brandon.
always nice to me. Always nice to
And
me.
even in that fight with her, she was so respectful. Like even she came at Sweet's like, "I'm trying to be respectful," and Sweet's was like, "Fuck you, bitch!" like
Right.
horrible.
Anyone and everybody,
And
No,
that
but
drove
don't
me
put
like
mostly
I
negative
hated that.
everybody.
about people and stuff like that. And if you're in a panel and that maybe, yeah, sort it out there. And if you can't sort it out, well, then drop down and then let's agree to disagree. Like,
Yeah,
Let
but
it
she wouldn't do
go.
that. She
Let
realize,
it
wouldn't have a
go.
like, we're
conversation with
all adults.
anybody.
But
Like
then don't go
they would
putting
come in and
everything
she
with
was
revenge
like,
videos and this and that. And all like, yeah, I don't get all that sort of stuff. Like,
yeah.
Me neither.
Like you can
I
have a
don't do any
conversation
of
with
that
people
sort
like
of
grown
thing.
adults. Like have a conversation. Like
Be
that's what
adults.
Yeah, like Wicked, like we would have people come up on our panel and like she would go off on them and we were like, we're trying to have a conversation with them. Like we were in the middle
Just
of
be
a conversation
cordial.
and she's like, we would be in the middle of a conversation on a panel that somebody came up and they may be disagreeing or whatever, or they may be somebody we like that I don't know, but we would be trying to talk to them and she's like, screw you, fuck you, and run off mad.
Right.
Like, like throw a fit and run off mad and like made people uncomfortable. Like, nobody wants that. Like, they would come up and try to talk to her like an adult and she'd throw a hissy fit and be like, no, you're a chomo. You're a chomo supporter or whatever. Like,
Right.
Yeah, don't do any of that sort of stuff either. Like, you know, that's just, yeah, like, go next level. I don't get it. Like, you know.
I know. I mean, she would just, like, I guess you can have different opinions of people, even the anti people, but, like, you just can't call everybody a chomo supporter and,
Right.
like, like, people have different reasons for supporting different people. Like, I can't even
Well,
People
understand
have
why
a
people.
right to
self-esteem
believe if
stuff
they want
that
to believe
people
that
do.
that Gypsy Rose is being honest. They have that right to choose to believe that.
Exactly. That's like, that's where I'm coming to anymore with this because like people get triggered by Gypsy in different ways, or they get
But it
I
don't
don't
mean I
know,
have to
like,
go make fun of them and trash them and
yeah,
put them down just
yeah,
because I don't
exactly.
believe it.
Like either they're like triggered by her because like,
But they stood up for Sweet when nobody else did.
yeah, exactly, and they did,
And they
and
were
they did,
very kind to her.
they were very kind during that, like
And
very kind.
even
I mean,
what's her
they
name?
hosted panels and put up like backgrounds, like
Dreamer was very kind with her and calling her sweetheart,
everybody,
and she was there
everybody,
for her. I mean, they were very
But it
kind.
doesn't mean she has to be
everybody.
friends with them. She doesn't have to believe in what they say. She doesn't have to talk to them. Just be appreciative and say thanks.
Yeah,
And she even
exactly.
went on their panel, if I'm not mistaken. She
Oh
went to
yeah,
their
when they
live.
were like, oh yeah, a million times when they
Yeah,
were
I
on.
won't go over the other side. I won't like sometimes I've sort of just gone on you know, TikTok and not realized and then just scrolled and then
I went
I've been
on
on
Bree's
someone's,
panel
you
one
know,
time and
live
I just
and
said,
then
hey,
it
I
goes
want to
to
say
the
thank
next
you. That's it.
and then
And
it
I
goes to
left.
the next live and then it's like, whoa, I don't want to be in here. I'm like, whoa, I'm out of here. Like, oh God, I hope no one's doing that because I didn't go in there intentionally. It just, you know how it flips to the next one.
I mean, yeah,
And
Right.
then it's
I don't go
like,
in their
whoa.
lives. I don't agree with what they say. I went on Bree's panel twice. Once when I was mad at Salazari for talking shit, and the other time what and I said in defending, what was going on. And to say thanks when she defended Sweet for doing what she did. But other than that, like I don't know any of them. Like it's just weird. But you also can't go at them and then expect them not to come back at her. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
thing
that's
with
the
her.
Right.
way
She goes
it
at
And
people
if
happens.
you're
and
so
they're like,
fucking
"Oh my
scared
god,
of them, then shut off.
everybody's coming for me," but she comes for everybody, like anti and pro. She comes for everybody. Like,
It's like I can do it to all, but nobody do it to me. And
yeah, oh
that just
yeah,
doesn't, that never make, I'm
like she
always
can make 10
treat others
videos
like you
calling
want to be
somebody a.
treated.
She
Like
can
I'm
make
not
10
sticking up for
videos
Shin
calling
or
somebody a
anything like that.
chomo
Like
for. It's
I don't like
ridiculous.
her with her, but I really don't think that she has the time to be going after Sweetest Honey, really. Like, I don't think she'd really bother, really, would
She
she?
doesn't. She's
No,
already told her that.
no,
She don't give a
Like, I
shit.
think it was silly, like, ridiculous. Not that I'm,
She's just tired of listening to her yap on.
yeah.
I
None
don't
of us
agree
are
with,
like. None
you
of us
know.
are pro Gypsy, but we're so sick of hearing Sweet say Gypsy cosplayed me. Like, okay, like she cosplayed like 5 other people, like making fun of you. It's not something to brag about. Like, I guarantee she's putting it on her resume at this point. Like, when she goes to apply for a job, she's probably putting that Gypsy cosplayed me.
Probably.
Like, I guarantee it's #1 on her fucking
Yeah,
resume.
yeah.
Like,
You'd have to listen to her videos. There's like 15,000 of them.
every
But
single video. Like, if she can't
she's
make
like,
a video
everybody
without.
listen up. Tell TMZ that, Gypsy cosplayed me and threatened my life so that they'll put me on for an interview.
Oh, it's like Dreamer. Well, have a seat. Like, oh, God, here we go. Like,
Yeah, it's basically the
here we
same
go.
thing.
I think she's wonderful. I
Everyone's
don't
sick
know.
and
I
tired of
like her.
sitting down. Like, seriously, do I have to sit? Like, really?
I just ignore everybody. I don't give a fuck. Just let me do my thing. You do your thing. And, you know,
I know, that's what everybody keeps telling me to ignore her, and I'm really
I'm
fucking
just
trying.
telling you, I know how sweet it is. She's not
But she
going to let
makes it
it
really
go.
freaking
I
hard,
wish
I
ignoring
know.
her was an option, but it's not.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know whether I should go harder or leave it
You
alone.
said what you had to say. Listen, you said delete your shit about my family, and I'll delete the stuff that I wrote about the back and forth. Stop talking about my family, and I won't talk about you. End of conversation. There's nothing more, nothing less. Leave it at
I
that.
think
You
that was
all move
actually
on. We move on. Don't
I
talk to
did see
me.
something where someone had mentioned that. I think it was She Shed that had said something to her.
But the
Said
thing was, she said
like
that
you
don't make
neglect,
sense. Is she was talking to Sweet before she even went down
yeah.
there, and I don't understand that about a fucking press pass. It's
Well, I
weird.
don't
And then
know
Sweet
about
was
any
saying
of
she
that
was
stuff,
talking to
but she just
her
said
and
to me,
call her, and
thought
I'm like, what
that
the hell is
maybe you
going
not
on?
say anything more, and then Crystal won't say anything more, and then just leave it at that, and she just went no, 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 no,
Exactly.
right, and it's just like, well then, well then that's not really
You don't
fair.
want to stop. She doesn't want to stop. She don't. So what do you do? Let people trash your family and call you a meth head? That's pretty fucked up. I'd be
This is
not.
the only reason why I posted the receipts of the hotel where I got the
I'm
hotel
glad you
because
did.
I wasn't gonna accept that they're saying she got the money or she's an addict, whatever. To like, I take it they're using it. She's using it for to be doing her stuff because they're saying she didn't stay there. They had stamped, and it's like this is bull. Like you
I was
can
literally on
like
the phone with you the whole time in the bed, like showing you my feet on the bed. Look how comfortable I am. It was my room. Like, I
we
literally
were
showed you
on
on the phone the
live.
whole night.
And
Like,
we were on the phone. After we went off
like
live,
how,
we went on the phone.
I know, like,
You
oh, that's
She
locked
her
just
playing.
said
yourself
to
out
put
on the
the internet
terrace.
live
Yeah,
as
you had
well
to
as
call the
Yeah,
freaking
she
not.
hotel.
did. That was funny.
You had to call the hotel to get me off of the freaking terrace. So how was I there with them? Like,
She forgot her key, and then she also forgot the key to the room, so they also had her open her room because she had forgotten everything.
there was like a terrace you go out to smoke on, and it was beautiful. It was like this pretty balcony, but you had to have your key card to get back in the door, and I couldn't get out. And they had to
I was
call the
like,
hotel.
my friend Crystal, she's on second
What did you
floor.
say to them? Literally,
I
what
was
did you
like,
say to
I told them like I was like, hey, I'm sorry. I was like, this is Anna, and I just oh somebody wants to come. I'm sorry. I was like,
them?
this is Anna, and I was like, somebody, my friend Crystal. I was like, I just
She's
got her
stuck on the roof.
reservation earlier. She's locked on the second floor terrace. I was like, she really needs to. She needs somebody to go and unlock it for her. Could you please someone send someone? She's like, oh, I'm going right there right now. She's like, thank you. I was like, I'm
But
sorry.
yeah, I sure Cajun Navy, or not Cajun Navy, but Cajun Beauty. Yeah, sure. I was there hanging out with them. I was locked on the terrace at the hotel room. Like, you kidding? That was
And
fun. We had fun
nobody,
that, and we had fun. That was the most relaxed and fun we had because that was fun. Like, just relax. It was the night before deliberation. Like, like the jury was deliberating the next day. So that was a very stressful night anyway. And it was just so nice being there, just by myself and being stuck on a roof. Having to get rescued.
and it's still on Friday when it came to deliberation. You were like still calling, look, I'm here. I'm
I know,
just waiting. I'm
I
just
know,
across here.
I know, and I was showing you like I was literally across the street from the courthouse, like, and that's why I got that room, like, and I told you like I could have got a cheaper room further away, but then I would have had to figure out a ride and stuff like that, and
And all we
I don't
wanted
know,
was to make it easier, the easiest thing where you didn't have to worry
I
about
know.
anything. And if that's where it was at, then that's where it was at. We didn't ask no questions, no nothing. And I think Wicked, because without her, nothing would have been done. I mean, Wicked was out there consistently making sure
Oh,
she
both of
was
you were,
okay.
both of
I'd
you
fall
were,
asleep and she'd keep me updated. She'd fall asleep,
both
I'd
of
keep
you.
updated. I mean, we were definitely there.
You both were there the whole time. Like, I don't care if they were here in person. You guys were the ones that were here for me. Like,
And the whole thing about not saying, I did not even want her to say that we got the hotel for her. I just like say you're going with your family. Like, let's not cause this to be any worse than what it is. So nobody argues, nobody fights, things stay calm. Just say it's your family. You're gonna stay with your family. That's why they really thought she was with her sister.